Hello?
Kriss, this isn't Snake. Can you hear me?
I think I don't know if I told you this noise, but I told German. Or maybe I did tell you. Maybe I told you both. I don't know. I'm probably repeating myself. But I want to get a sound alert for my streams because
Oh,
David Hayter does Cameo.
Oh,
And I want to, I want to, you've heard that meme of like, oh, I tried to sneak past the guards, but this clap my ass cheeks alerted them or
oh,
whatever.
yes.
I want him to get, I want to get a clip of him saying that and add it to my sound alerts.
Yeah.
Oh man,
So remember you were saying that you need to be affiliate to do sound alerts?
don't you?
Um, so I was using that to do sound alerts, but like you max out at like 10, right? Like you can't do more than 10 for some
As
reason
a non-affiliate or
as an affiliate.
I have a lot more than 10.
Like you're talking about the sound alerts extension, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, like it wouldn't let me do more than 10.
weird.
Yeah.
on
But anyways,
on Twitch?
yeah. Well, it's an extension for Twitch, but it's a
Yeah.
completely separate website. And it no. It does let you do more than 10 sound alerts, but it doesn't let you do more than 10 like channel point rewards for the
Okay,
sounds.
yeah.
That's where it's limited.
Yeah.
So, and then since I did like that Mario Party stream, we realized, there's two currencies happening.
Oh, yeah.
Right? So it's like people are winning currencies on stream elements. And I'm like, well, you got to spend the channel points, but I couldn't merge them. So I got rid of channel points. And basically, stream elements also has sound alerts built in.
Oh, okay.
So I'm just using that because I can add as many as I want.
Yeah.
And they could even have a little GIF on there if you want, or they could you can just make you just have to have the little widget there. And for me, I just
Okay.
made mine invisible because I don't need like the GIFs to show up or anything like that.
Yeah.
But yeah, like I spent some time moving everything from channel points to that, which wasn't too many, but I was like, well, this is already included in the thing I already use. It doesn't limit me on Twitch because it's not really sound alerts that does it, but it's Twitch.
Yeah.
And I don't have to have a new browser source. It's just in my Stream Elements browser source already.
Nice. Okay.
So if you plan to do that, that's another way you can do it, unless you like doing the other way. Because I see everybody using sound alerts, and that's why I went and used it. And then I was like, oh wait, fucking Stream Elements has this too. So you can put a price to all of them, right? With like bits or with the Stream Elements points. Obviously, there's an extension for it, but it only seems to be working on Twitch or on the PC. Like I don't see it on mobile.
Okay.
But people can you can make a command for each one of those sound alerts, and it'll just deduct the Stream Elements points from them.
Okay.
So they do exclamation point. What would you say? Clap cheeks, and then that'll be fucking David Hayter saying, "I got caught because my what was it?
Clap my ass cheeks.
The clap of my ass cheeks."
Yeah.
I could just imagine the look on his face if I sent that request in.
Oh, he'll do it. Dude, he has said the most crazy shit.
I'm sure. Yeah.
MGS Con and whatnot. Like, can you say this? And he'll be like, yeah, no fucking problem. Like, he doesn't give a shit. He doesn't answer anybody. He definitely doesn't answer to Kojima. And either way, Kojima would be like, that's hilarious.
Yeah.
As much drama as they had between each other or whatever happened, but behind the scenes, he would still be like, that's funny.
Yeah. No, I still want to do that. It's I think it was like $95. I don't know if that's a minimum or like a standard fee or how that works.
I did. Yeah, I looked at his Cameo. Yeah.
But yeah, I definitely want to do that at some point.
Yeah. That sounds pretty funny for him to say something like that.
By the way, I was looking at setting up my station here, if you will, and I looked over at Discord. I hadn't looked at it earlier until I was setting it all up, and I saw a picture, and I was like, "Who the fuck is that?" And it's Kriss. He changed his fucking profile picture.
Oh yeah.
And then I didn't know who it was. It's small on my computer because I'm sitting far away from it, but I hovered over it and I was like, oh, maybe it's bacon or something, And I was like, damn it, Kriss. I'm like, oh, okay. And then I see someone next to it. And I'm like, who the fuck is that? I'm like, oh, that's fucking bot. I'm like, okay, cool. But I thought I was like, who the hell is that? I was like,
have you never seen that picture of Kriss?
Yeah.
I've seen that one.
Yeah, I think I first saw it on TikTok.
Yeah.
I've seen a bunch of pictures of Kriss. But not that one. I've seen his face. Dude, he had cornrows?
Oh, no way. You did cornrows?
Yeah, he had full-on cornrows.
Yeah, I had full-on cornrows. Absolutely.
Straight up, dude. I didn't believe him either. He sent me the picture, and I was like, oh, shit. Okay.
He pulled the JT, huh?
Dude, straight up looks like you could be a white rapper, man.
Yeah, I'm whiter
crying
than
about Britney
Eminem.
Spears. Yeah, I know. Even Eminem has never done cornrows. He knows better. He's like, nah, bro. He's like, black people have given me the end card, and I still won't even use it.
That's cultural appropriation, bro.
Yeah, which I don't know if it was this episode. Oh no, actually, it was our other podcast when I was talking about how Monster Hunter drew me in because of their outfits. They were very like indigenous and whatnot.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Now that you say cultural appropriation, that's literally what Horizon Zero Dawn did.
Oh yeah.
It's just white people in Native American, in indigenous people clothes. And I think that's also rubbing me the wrong way. So if anyone's got like a PC mod to make Aloy more interesting and also not white, I will play it again. Maybe all the way through.
I would just take a mod where she talks fucking normal, dude. Wow.
Or more like a robot. So then that way it would be like...
make her somehow sound, what's the word? Uncanny Valley, yeah.
Yeah.
Make it, go the opposite instead of trying to fix her, make it just worse. So it,
yeah. It'll be funny at least instead of like, ugh.
Yeah. Or just
like a Chat GPT voice or something, AI voice.
Yeah, just let the AI do the voice for her.
That would be kind of interesting actually if you think about it, because she's a clone or whatever. Blah blah blah. Spoilers. Who hasn't played it?
Oh, me. Thanks.
Yeah.
Wow.
You're not gonna play it. What's funny is even I forgot that, so it's fine. Spoiled it for me too, and I finished the game.
There's no original fucking stories now. Like I think the very first game that ever did the clone thing for me was this series. Same. Like I don't remember any other game that was like, oh, they're clones.
But again, Horizon is a good story. It's actually pretty damn.
That's what was drawing me in. It's just the people suck.
The fucking I mean, I'm telling you, just put that shit on easy, because it's one of those games that I do love when they say like easy. Just storyline doesn't change the endings. You're like, perfect. I just want storyline. I don't give a fuck about none of this shit.
Yeah.
And then just blaze through it. And I had some fun with it. I won't lie. I won't say I didn't. But yeah, the storyline is actually really cool. I was like, wow, that was creative. Like even the clone, don't let that just encourage you. It's done in differently. It's not just like, oh, she's a clone of a fucking snake or some shit. No, it's different. It's good.
Femme boss. She's
girl boss.
Girl boss. Yeah.
Oh, that'd be the boss. Yeah.
Oh yeah, the boss.
Summer for real. On God.
We're trying to make the title of Big Boss feminine.
Yeah, I know. I was kind of realizing, I was like, you mean like the boss? Yeah. We already have a female boss.
When you think about it, they masculinized the title of boss to Big Boss.
Mm-hmm.
He boss, I guess it would be.
Dude boss.
He-Man Woman Haters Club.
He-Man Woman Haters Club. Dear Darla, I hate your stinking guts.
You know, I say all the time too. I'll be like, whenever shit's just kind of going sideways, or just little things, I'll be like, and then the sky opened up, and God said, "I hate you, Alfalfa."
Forgot about that line.
I always get, then when shit's just going sideways, like, and then fucking God said, "I hate you, Alfalfa."
Oh man, that scene where they're eating the sandwich and it's actually like cat litter or whatever.
Oh no,
that's so bad. That always gets me. Oh, I always get the shivers when I see that. So bad. Ugh. And I'm sure they did like the sound engineering and everything aside from that. Like they didn't actually eat anything crunchy, but still, it's like. Okay, I remember
kids,
watching it as a kid and like, oh,
that's this
so
litter
gross.
real quick.
Yeah, it's fine.
Yeah. Well, I do love how I mean that movie's really good. Honestly, I think it's funny as hell.
I love that movie.
Oh yeah,
when he's all like, "Oh, I lost a note" or whatever. It's like, don't worry, I remember what he said. You are scum between my toes.
You're scum between my toes.
Oh, those kids were awesome. I loved them.
Yeah, they're great.
Oh man.
What was the black kid? Buckwheat?
Yeah.
What was it? I'll trade you a nickel for your pickle or some shit.
I'll give you a pickle for your nickel. Yeah.
Quick, what's the number for 911?
I don't know.
Oh, they go buy wood. He's like, "We'll take all the lumber you can," or whatever. He gives them like fucking pennies and shit.
Yeah. Oh man, those were the days.
Yeah, classic. It was just simple humor. They didn't have to.
It was a '90s movie, I think, right?
Whatever. It was good.
Yeah.
Yeah, 90s, early 90s.
Well, in a remake of the original one from like what, the 40s or 50s or something.
Like that, yeah. Way back then, it's black and white.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yep. Welcome back, everybody, to Codec Calls, a Little Rascals solid saga podcast where we discuss Metal Gear from 1987 all the way to the present in chronological release date order. I will introduce it this time. And Rush Hour.
I got a Rush Hour reference.
Okay, good. I'm at the edge of my seat. I'm Luis, codenamed Red Noise, and I have my two other little rascals.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
A secret one that's listening also. German, codenamed Chrono Riser. I totally forgot.
Hey guys.
And Kriss, codenamed Blue Rhino Boss.
Hey, what's going on?
Yeah, I remember to introduce us this time.
Right.
Yeah. Every time, dude, after vacation, I'm still like trying to get back into the flow of things.
It's fine. By the time we get back into it and we like get it down, you'll go on vacation again.
I know, right? Jeez. But anyways, we forgot that the Act 1 briefing is in the menu. It doesn't start automatically.
Yeah.
And who mentioned it in your Discord?
AJ did.
Okay, so shout out to AJ for reminding us that is there.
Yeah.
Oh, is that so?
Yeah,
is
he
that,
asked me. Oh, sorry, go on.
No, go ahead. You go ahead.
I was gonna say, yeah, he asked me, he's like, "Did you watch the briefing for Mission 1?" I was like, I don't know. He's like, well, it's not something that plays automatically. You would have had to go to the menu. I was like, oh, probably not then.
Yeah.
And I could feel him facepalm when I said that.
Well, I mean,
he's like, did they mention anything about it? I was like, I don't remember them doing it. They might have. I don't know.
No, we spaced it, and because he said that they introduced a new character, and and Kriss was like, "Is it like asking Daddy Noise? Is it okay for me to watch this?" Well, I'm like, "Well, yeah. I mean, if it's part of the game, it's literally something you're supposed to watch before you go into the game." So I was like, "Yeah." And I even brain farted too, and I was like, "Who is this new character they would introduce?" And I was like, "Whatever, just let him watch it." And then I'm watching him watch the briefing, and I'm like, "Oh yes, who is it, Kriss?"
Honestly, I didn't pay attention to the briefing. I was so distracted. I learned you can control the Mark II, and so that's pretty much what I did the whole time. But
that's what we were telling you to be wary of, that you're going to be distracted.
But I'll tell you this much: if you're going to be playing with the Mark II, you can definitely not just fuck around.
Put subtitles on at least.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, that too.
That'll help.
There is stuff you can do with the Mark II that will help you in your game progression.
I did collect a battery, which lengthens the time that I can use battery-powered items. Yeah.
Yes, good job.
Yeah, not magical powered items.
No.
Did you find the new ladder boss?
Yes, I did.
Trying to go upstairs in this fucking what is it called? The
Mark
Nomad?
II?
Yeah.
I made it up the first time. I didn't try the second time. I did a little more exploring downstairs the second time. But the first time when she goes up to cook the eggs, or no, she took the plates back up there. That one girl, I can't remember her name.
That's the character I'm talking about. Yes.
Oh, okay, yeah. I can't remember her name. Sunny, that's right. Yeah.
Just remember Sunny side up eggs.
Oh, she's so awkward so far. I kind of like her though. She's cool. But I followed her upstairs because she took the eggs back up, and I felt so bad because she's like trying to give them down and give them, and Otacon's like, no, not right now. Leave me alone. And of course, Snake is over just like, whatever, I'm not hungry, just, missions and killing people, and that's it. And
let me just chew on this ration.
Yeah.
It's been tasting the same for the past 30 years.
My cigarette.
Yeah.
And I like the part where she like sees a cigarette and she's like, "Are you smoking? You're not supposed to smoke here."
Yeah, it's a non-smoking flight. I think she says it in this one.
Yeah. But I just feel so bad for her. She's like, she tried to make those eggs. Now it clearly turned out like slightly. I don't know what that black stuff was. That was like burnt, or if it's like a graphical thing, or I don't know.
I'm guessing that's what it's supposed to mean that it was burnt. Yeah.
Okay.
Even though eggs don't really look like that when you burn them.
Yeah. I was like, that's weird because
they don't burn on the top; they burn on the bottom.
Right. And it was like on one side only.
Yeah.
But I figured that's what it was, and I was like, okay, she just cooked it too long or whatever. And they were really flat too.
Yes.
I don't know if that was game limitations or like creative licensing or what. That was just really weird. I was like, holy crap, those things are like
maybe it's storytelling,
pancake.
Maybe it's a plot device. You don't know.
Yeah. But yeah, no, so I went up there the first time and I kind of looked around a little bit, not a whole lot. And then the second time, I was looking around and I found the battery, like I said, as well as I don't know if you guys knew about this, but I discovered if you go to the remote while Colonel is on when you're talking to him, and this is during the Act 2 part, if you click on the remote, it changes the channel on the TV.
What do you mean? What do you mean Act 2? You're still in Act 1.
No, the mission briefing for Act 2.
Oh.
Yeah.
What TV?
The TV that Colonel's on when they call Colonel. When he calls.
Oh,
he's
shit.
on a TV. Yeah. And on that little there's like a little like table, almost like a coffee table there. And there's a remote on it. Yeah. And you can use a little tentacle arm thing from the Mark II to touch that remote, and it changes to the bikini girls.
What?
Yeah.
I don't know if I've done that, but I know I've changed the remote, or I've done a lot of messing around, but I don't remember that one specifically. So
that's crazy.
So I had 2 or 3 people, X and I believe Hey JW as well, maybe one other person, say that they have played this game multiple times and they did not know about that.
Is it the girls from the Solid Eye, or is it the?
I think so. I don't know if it's like the same pictures, but it looks like the same girls.
Yeah,
or the same idea anyway.
It's got to be. Yeah, they're probably new or some shit, because he always has new bikini girls in every game.
Yeah. But yeah, it reminded me of Metal Gear Solid 2.
Right.
In the tanker when you do the slideshow thing, yeah, and change that. So
okay.
But yeah.
Well, fuck. Now I got to go play with the remote because I don't remember ever seeing that. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I was going around trying to touch different things. I was like trying to touch the computer and keyboard and all that kind of stuff. And I was like, oh, a remote here. And I touched it and clicked. And I was like, oh, what the heck? So, yeah.
Okay. But as far as I understand, that briefing is pretty much kind of what they tell you in that first cutscene when you're with Otacon and, Colonel in the helicopter.
Yeah. Okay.
It just follows after that. And they're just explaining everything that's going on with the...
Well, it is funny because, like...
Oh, that they're sending you in there as the UN inspector. That's what it is.
Yeah.
Because when you get in the chopper, he's like, I'll explain on the way. And then, like, it just cuts the fucking you being in the battlefield. And so this happens after that section.
Yeah, I guess this was supposed to... Yeah, they should have put a little thing like... Oh, no, I think they do say, like, you can watch the mission briefing from the menu.
I think they do.
Yeah.
Okay.
But
yeah,
we missed it or something. Good.
Me?
Yeah, I was just saying that. I think we just missed it or something.
I was going to say, like... did you guys remember when I was talking about the fucking the geckos, the fucking ducks? Did you guys ever use them in Portable Ops? I'm gonna take a quick little detour to Portable Ops.
So Portable Ops,
yeah.
I thought that's what the camouflage was in Metal Gear Solid 3 that helps you find the.
But remember I was talking about like the geckos go like ga. You can get them in Portable Ops too.
I think you mentioned that, but I don't remember. Oh, yeah.
Well, I knew for sure in 4. They were in 4, and I was like, shit. And then I kind of cut myself because like we were ahead in the future, where we're talking spoilers potential. And then I forgot they were in Portal Ops, but you can find them in Portal Ops too. And I just thought it was funny. I wonder if anyone used them.
Oh no, wait, did I see the? Oh yeah. As little distractions, Chris. Remember, I should.
Yeah. Okay.
You wind them up and they go off and then they fucking explode or some shit.
I do remember those. Yeah.
Do they explode or they just fall down?
They explode, yeah.
They explode?
They do explode?
I don't remember that.
Okay. Yeah. Someone was watching me. I forget who, and I was like, "Oh shit, look at this!"
But like explode, like damage the enemy. Explode?
No, it's just like it's just like a little like tiny firework.
Oh, okay.
Like a distraction or whatever. Yeah.
Okay.
To make like a sound decoy octopus.
Anyway, yeah, because Sunny's got a little gecko timer on her when she cooks the eggs. So I just thought it was kind of funny that there's a bunch of references in this game, like we talked about.
I never really ever noticed those ducks until you were like, yeah, the ducks, the go gaga. And you mentioned that in 3, and I was like, what the fuck are you talking about? And apparently that's what's going to be in Delta. It's not the Keratons. It's the, what are they called again?
Geckos?
The geckos, yeah. Because when we saw gameplay of it in that swamp area where the gators are at, in between the trees, right there where the nest is, the bee nest is, there's a gecko right there, and he shoots it, and it does ga 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 ga, and it was literally like I think a week or 2 after you mentioned that, and I was like, holy shit! Like I've never even heard of these things, and now they're everywhere.
I wonder if it was. I wonder what it was in the 3DS version. Maybe that's when they switched them over.
That's what I forgot to mention while we were playing MGS3. They're Yoshis.
Oh, that's right.
Oh, really?
You might have mentioned it, but
because it's Nintendo, so they
Yeah.
replaced them with Yoshi's.
That's cool.
And did you notice that the magazines actually say Playboy on them?
Uh-uh.
Got the official sponsorship.
Yeah, they're official Playboy, which I was going to throw back to. I remember in Metal Gear Solid 1, back, yeah, when I first played it. I remember I would pick up, my inventory would say magazines, and I was like, how do I use them? How the fuck do I use them?
Yeah,
and I couldn't figure it out.
Open up
because it's magazines for your
centerfold.
gun. And it was fucking, and it was book, and I was like, oh, you dumbass, you know. So I remember, so now it's officially called Playboy, and then your magazines are your magazines.
Okay.
FYI, Chris, if you have not found one yet, if you have not used one yet, don't set it down. Hold R1 and then go into first person view.
I think we established we can do that on 3, wasn't it?
I thought we were trying in 3. I don't remember if we did, but I know in this one you can definitely fucking flip through it. You can definitely actually flip. No, you can actually flip the pages, Chris. I think you hold R1.
Huh.
Or whatever the
aim button is.
Yeah.
I think it's L1 to aim.
And then you push a square, I think it is, and he'll just literally flip through it. And I'm like, dude, it's pretty cool.
Okay. I don't think I found any yet, but I'll keep my eye out.
Yeah, maybe it's not in 3. I think it is just 4. But now that we're mentioning magazines, there was some spoilers in the. I don't think it was in the regular version of Solid 3. I think this was an HD collection thing because by then they had already announced 4. So, Chris, there were places in Metal Gear Solid 3, like in enemy bases and stuff, where they just had magazines on tables, like as set decoration.
Yeah.
They literally said Metal Gear Solid 4 on them, and they had Old Snake on some of the covers.
Yeah.
And if you shot them, they it would flip over and show you like another image of Metal Gear Solid 4.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, and we didn't want to. We German and I were winking at each other through the mic, the books. We can't talk about these, and we were talking about it at work too. And we're like, shit, we can't talk about these until we get to 4 at least. But yeah, if you would have looked at him, you'd have been like, who is that? Who's this old man?
What was that?
Is that Big Boss? No, that can't be Big Boss. He's got an eye patch. Big Boss doesn't have an eye patch. Who am I playing as?
No, it was Big Boss's eye patch was on the other side.
No, yeah, but you didn't even remember that Big Boss had an eye patch.
Oh, yeah, that too. The edging. So good.
But yeah, so I guess I mean there wasn't much in that first briefing. It's just really kind of just laying out the
just telling you what's going on. But
hold on, my lights are flickering.
Uh-oh.
Am I dying?
So wait a minute. Hello?
Am I here?
Yes, you are.
Did I die?
Probably.
Yeah, go ahead.
So wait a minute. So German, I know you said when you played MGS3 for the first time, you also didn't realize it was Big Boss, right?
No, I didn't. No, I didn't. We and me are in that same camp.
I love that.
You and me and
so,
was it 2
so were you also caught off guard with the eye patch, or what happened with that with you?
Oh yeah, 100%. I kept questioning again because I was just enjoying it because I remember I was so against this game because I was like, why is it in the past? I wanted the octa camo and I wanted future. I wanted the future.
Yeah.
We ended up like we said with Ray and the fucking what do you call it? Fortune and the well not her but what's it called the her railgun. I wanted future stuff and all of a sudden we're in the past. So I remember playing this game questioning everything. Why am I in the past? Why am I in the past? The boss, I thought it was a guy. Oh well, whatever, And then he gets his fucking headband. I was like, oh, I guess that's when he gets the headband. All right, whatever, Your eye gets blown off. I guess he gets it replaced. I'm like, I don't know anymore. So yeah, no. I remember I beat this game and I'm like, I was waiting for the what a twist moment. I was like, it's a VR, it's time travel, something. yeah, no. And then you get you're above the boss. I still get goosebumps. I hereby grant you the title of Big Boss. I literally was like, what the fuck? Oh, that's why I love that game a lot, man. Because I didn't see it coming, even though it should have been goddamn obvious. But
that shit will never get old to me, man. Just the fact that both of you had no idea.
No,
hear those stories.
That's why it makes it so much better to me.
Until I'm senile and I don't remember make sure you keep telling me that story.
Again,
if I got Alzheimer's, you just be like, just tell me that story again. Like the Notebook. That German will just be next to my bed, telling me. Well, and then I was like, "I'm Big Boss," and I'd be, "What? You didn't know?"
No, it was
my mind blown over and over
because the Metal Gear at this point had become very like, okay, nanomachines and futuristic science replacing people's arms and blah blah blah. You know,
sock puppets.
So I was like. Yeah, so I was like, I guess Snake gets a robotic guy at some point. I guess. I mean, why not? You know, fucking Gray Fox died twice already too, and he was still alive, or once technically. You know.
Yeah. Right. Maybe that's how Soliton radar worked. Was his eyeball?
Yeah. No, I just didn't.
Oh yeah, we didn't talk about that. Where is Solid Snake in MGS 1 and 2 looking at this radar?
Yeah.
Yeah, no,
where is it? In his hand?
Just little. Yeah, it's a portable radar, I'm sure.
He's just got a map drawn on his hand.
It's just.
But
he's like, okay, now the enemy's here. And then he erases them. Okay, now the enemy's here. And then he erases them. Okay, now he's over here. I think his kind of vision is he like throws little drawing triangles for their field of view.
That's why in Metal Gear and Metal Gear 2, it's the map is dependent on where you are at the time. And when you transition to another one, it's a different one. You have to redraw it every time. Mystery solved. You're welcome.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah. Now we know.
Like I said,
that's why the binoculars only work in your section.
I know, man. Damn those binoculars.
That makes sense. Oh shit. Anyway, what were you saying, German?
Me? Oh no, I was just saying like what's that saying, Kriss? The Occam's razor, like
Occam,
the most
the simplest solution is usually the
correct
one.
So I wasn't going with that. I was going with space travel and God knows, a third clone, a fourth clone. You know, I was like, there was 8 of them. Maybe one more survived. I don't fucking know. You know, maybe this is the prototype before Solid Snake. The obvious solution was your Big Boss because you're in the 1960s.
This is the fourth brother.
This was Sperm Snake. This was the very first one.
Yeah, no, I was just 100% blown. But
so yeah, we last left off in the garage after dealing with the frogs, Kriss. They are people, not actual frogs. Female soldiers,
and not. Never mind.
And now what?
No, I'm not going to be racist on this.
Okay, I don't know how you would be, but all right.
You don't know
frogs?
Female?
Do we need to?
Do you know German?
No.
So it's apparently a derogatory for French term or for French people.
Frogs?
Yeah.
Oh, how is that? Why? Because they like fucking frogs' legs?
I don't know why it's derogatory, but they're apparently called frogs.
Huh. By the way, I've had frogs' legs. They're not that good.
Spy, let us know. If I called you a frog, would you be offended? I know you're not French, but you're French Canadian, so
close enough.
Yeah. I've actually never had frogs' legs, but I mean, people just say they taste like chicken, so that's literally nothing special.
Everything tastes like chicken.
No, I ain't gonna lie.
In the Matrix,
I did not get chicken. I did not get chicken from those suckers. You can definitely taste the frog. Let's just put it that way.
Ooh, that doesn't sound good.
No, you can taste the frog. Maybe they weren't done right. Maybe they weren't with mayonnaise. No. How did I eat them? I don't remember. It was
There's supposed to be some kind of sauce that you're supposed to eat them with.
Yeah. I don't remember, but yeah, like I said, again, look at a frog. Look at its scaly or lizard-like skin. It tastes just.
They don't have lizard-like skin though.
They have amphibious.
They're amphibians.
Whatever. Oh, you get what I'm saying.
They don't. No, they don't. No. Because lizards have scales. Frogs don't.
Okay, not scale. That's what I'm saying. Scaly-like. I said lizard-like.
Slimy.
I don't know.
They're slimy.
But lizards aren't slimy.
No, not even slimy. But you get what I'm saying. You look at a frog. Have you touched a frog? Yes.
Yes.
It tastes just like that. Just like how you imagine.
It tastes like when you touch
how it feels?
Yes, you can feel like you're like.
Are you a butterfly?
Butterfly? No.
Because they can taste through their feet.
Oh, I didn't know that. That's cool.
No, I'm telling you. At least for me, the second I ate my first frog leg, I was like, yeah, that tastes just like a frog. You can't fool me. It's not chicken. Tried another one. And I was like, yeah, I'm done. I'm like, I wouldn't eat this again.
Now I'm picturing someone going up to you with a blind taste test. One of these is a frog and one's a chicken. And one's like clearly a chicken leg. And the other one's like just a slab of meat laid down and just frog meat. Guess which one is which?
I'll tell you this much, man.
This frog tastes like it. What is it? Damn it. I fucked it up.
What?
I think I know what you're referencing.
Yeah, I was trying to reference this one tastes like the cow got into the patch.
Onion patch, yeah.
What? I don't know that.
It's from Napoleon Dynamite. Gosh.
Oh, no.
Freaking idiot.
Oh, come on, German.
I've never finished that movie. I started
What?
I know.
That's the first one we're going to have to go through. We're going to have to go through. We've all done Kung Pao, but you need to make it through. I almost said Nacho Libre. Napoleon Dynamite. Okay.
Yeah,
anyway.
I agree. It's probably a movie that I would like now more than when I was younger. For some reason, I just wasn't into it.
It's so good. But anyways.
It's like $1 an hour.
It's like $1 an hour. The chickens have large talons. Okay. Now we're going to fall down a rabbit hole. Okay. So, yes, the frogs, they are they're all female, and they are the personal guard to Liquid. I believe Meryl says that upstairs before fucking Johnny gives away everyone's position. Oh, no, she doesn't say that there. She says that when they arrive, when the frogs show up.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay,
right?
yeah.
So after they got discovered.
Yeah.
Otherwise, why would she mention them beforehand? But yeah. So the frogs, you dealt with the frogs, and then Rat Patrol showed that SOP works, and for some reason Johnny wasn't part of that cool Charlie's Angel scene. And they go off. Rat Patrol 1 leaves, and you are by yourself in this garage now. What happens after that?
You do more sneaking around.
You do some sneaking around, of course.
More snake.
You do. Yeah. Something big happens.
Something big happens?
Oh, yeah. This is where I thought you were talking about a tank, and I was like, no, it doesn't happen yet.
Tank.
So you're sneaking around, and the PMCs are fighting the rebels, right? You know. And then you get to a little cutscene where they're behind some bulldozer. Hey, this is the guy that fucking crashed into our hideout earlier. The same fucking dude. I never figured out who that was. His bulldozer gets stopped. His bulldozer all of a sudden runs into an immovable object.
Oh, right. The future enemies. That's right. Yeah.
I don't know why I fucking spaced out on that. Yeah.
Yeah.
With Vulcan Raven 2.0.
Yeah. That's what I thought it was funny when you said Vulcan Raven. I was like, Kriss, what do you know that we don't?
Yeah. Because Kriss was like that wing that he was talking about.
Yeah. So, Kriss, you get introduced to potential bosses. We don't know. There might not be bosses, Kriss. For all you know, they're going to help you.
It's Metal Gear. Of course they're bosses.
But you get introduced to 4 of them. Do you remember who they are?
I don't remember their names, but one of them is whiny. Like crying all the time. Emo, basically.
Yeah. What did it look like?
There's the flying one.
What did the crying one look like?
Oh my gosh. I can't remember now. Is that the one that had like all the weird tentacle things?
No.
No, it was on all 4s.
Oh, that's right. Okay. Then I don't remember.
All right.
But I remember there was the crying one, the tentacle-y one, the flying one, and I don't remember what the 4th one looked like.
Like a floaty one.
Actually, yeah, it's floating.
That's right, yeah.
It's got like puppets, I think, kind of.
I'm not going to say their names if he doesn't remember.
And I don't think they've said them yet, so I don't think they have.
They may not have.
Yeah. So you get introduced to these 4 bosses that are going to be kind of interesting. At least I remember. Yeah, I saw this scene in the one of the
trailers. Yeah,
trailers. Yeah, and I was like, oh shit, here we go. Fuck yeah, super excited to fight these guys. So you get introduced to these bosses, obviously here, and
it's funny. It didn't click until you said this bulldozer gets stopped by an immovable object, and I was like, what the fuck? I'm like picturing sandbags, and I was like, oh no, yeah, that's right.
Yeah. But they are definitely I think setting the stage that you're like, you got 4 big bosses to go, like letting you know that, just like Metal Gear Solid 1 and 3, because 2 didn't really do it. And 1 and 3 are the ones that set up that stage of like, these are the bosses you will be progressing through. Versus 2
kind of did it.
It kind of did. Yeah, with Fortune and
it showed Vamp and what's her name?
With the president.
Yeah. But we never saw Batman, and he was the boss that you had to take on, so he was part of Dead Cell. So this is your new Dead Cell, or your new whatever fucking unit you want to call it. It has a name, but like I said, it hasn't been revealed. We'll wait. But what did you think from what you remember, Kriss? Are you excited? Are you scared?
Oh, I'm thrilled to be absolutely destroyed by them.
Oh, I know for sure there's one that I think you're gonna love. Sure.
Love to die to?
Oh, I think he'll die to one big time. There's one I think he'll do fine on, and I want to see him get to that one. There's one that I know will just destroy you. And then there's one that then the other 2 are like, average. Well, then again, it's you, so who knows what's gonna happen? You can surprise us. You'll find some way to beat without
The bosses will be no problem. It's just getting to the bosses.
Oh yeah,
I'll die.
yeah.
Right,
You'll beat the boss in one shot, and then you'll get destroyed to the sneaking exit section or whatever.
Like the infamous hallway scene.
Yes, exactly.
The hallway boss.
I do have complaints about these peoples because it made me think back to MGS3, where the bosses were they would yell out the thing that they are.
Yeah.
The fear. One of them was screaming out rage, which I get it. Like just make them if that person's enraged, just make them enraged. They don't have to say the word rage. Exactly.
Yeah, I agree.
Yes, that's literally what the bosses in MGS3 were. They were Pokemon saying their own fucking names. So I do have that complaint about these bosses or these people.
I feel like it worked in MGS3, and now this one I do think they're with the rage. At least that's the only one that screams out the rage. Well, no one else does that.
Well, yeah, I guess they don't say their name, but they just kind of like emphasize too much of what's going on. Anyway,
what's going on?
Yeah, I think one of them says like, "Isn't it funny?" or some shit.
Yeah, something like that.
And I'm like, yeah, when people think things are funny, they don't say it; they just laugh.
Yeah. But yeah, then you do some more sneaking around, and it's literally just sneaking.
Yeah, you just have to get to. Kriss got stuck. Literally, this is the spot I told you I got stuck in, German, where there's a dude in a tank. Like it's literally like 4 guards that you really have to deal with. There's one walking up and down the street. There's one facing away from you right away. There's one just standing next to the opening of the wall, and then one in that tank. And I'm on the boss extreme, and this part was fucking me up over and over and over. And I was like, dude, I just can't get in past this wall because then because I don't know if you noticed, Kriss, there's multiple paths, right? You can go straight ahead and just fucking take out those 4 and go through the wall and fucking pray for luck and get to where you got to go. Or you can go completely around through the building, and it's a 2-story building that has some like lockers and shit and more items and stuff. So yeah, I had to kind of like play that game of just like, you know what? I'm just gonna have to be super duper sneaky, I guess. Like, it's been a while since a Metal Gear game forced me to be super duper sneaky, and only this section really forced me. I was like, "Are you fucking kidding me?" This is... But yeah,
like we talked about last episode, the section with the statues. I kept getting caught like a bitch there, dude. I don't know why. Like I just wasn't used to these guards being a little bit more alert than previous games.
Well, it's also there's so much sound and shit going on that you don't exactly know who is where. And who can see you, like you said, because that statue area, it's a long, if you think about it, it's a long hallway that is split up into grids. Like there's like an upper floor and stuff, and there's a half building on the right hand side, and then there are archways, and then it's just you're exposed, just like it fucking said in the trailer. There's nowhere to hide. So yeah, I think it's just a mixture of just like you're used to being able to hear where everybody is. Like, okay, I know where this guy is, I know where that guy is. One dude always going, nothing here, and then walking off and shit, and nothing to report, and stuff like that.
And then they got rid of your classic Soliton radar or whatever you want to call it for 2. I think it's still Soliton, maybe version 2.0.
Yeah,
you're back to this kind of radial map that shows you noises, but it also picks up the fucking rats and birds. So it just like MGS3. So you're kind of like
it's fucking useless.
You feel exposed. You feel definitely naked because you're like I like putting the eye on, but I've also said like I'm gonna try not to do it with the eye as much and because it can be pretty powerful, especially if it's a new game plus you have like fucking 10 batteries or whatever. So it's not as hard as your first playthrough,
Yeah, like the only reason I use the eye is to see items.
Yeah,
because sometimes I don't see them. And did you notice that, Kriss? It like kind of highlights exactly where they are.
Yeah.
It even tells you what they are too, so you can be like, nope, don't need it.
Don't need that. Yeah, don't need to waste 2 seconds in walking over there and picking it up. There's also some gameplay mechanics we forgot to mention.
Oh yeah.
The psych bar. So instead of a stamina bar like in 3, it's a psych bar, which means when Old Snake gets stressed out, that it starts to drain his stamina. And then that's it. And it kind of does the same thing as in 3, where you can't aim too well and shit, and you get fatigued and whatnot. Did you notice any of that?
I did notice the psych bar and like different percentages. I assume the higher percentage is like worse, is more stressed out. I'm guessing.
Yeah,
No,
it'll be like stress 80-something%. So then it starts to
yeah.
drain the psych. Yeah.
Right, yeah.
Okay. I did notice that, and I noticed I picked up some medicine, and it said something about like
Oh, the compass?
yeah, the compass, yeah, the cold compress, yeah.
Yeah, because Kriss was like, a compass?
And he picks up another one. All right.
Another compass.
Multiple compass.
I did the same thing with the Regain. I called it Rogaine.
Yeah, Rogaine.
I called it Rogaine too, man. Like, Rogaine.
Yeah, it helps with that to relieve like psych anxiety or whatever it said. Yeah,
I think on your difficulty though, you're not going to notice it that much.
No, I don't think so either.
Yeah, it
Probably
doesn't.
not, yeah.
He doesn't get stressed out that much. Like I get stressed out like constantly, and I'm like, dude.
Oh
what the fuck?
yeah, dude. Oh yeah,
The
we're
boss
both doing
extreme
it on
sucks.
box stream. No, we're both doing it on that. And yeah, you get psyched.
Yeah, you get psyched the fuck
crazy.
out, man. Fucking.
And then yeah, no. And then no. Also, like if you get pretty much KO'd by like every bullet that hits you will like just KO you if you're fucking maxed out. Right?
Okay.
Oh right.
Or like your
Something like
stamina
that.
goes down. You're also stressed if you're in the sun. I don't know if you noticed that, Kriss. Which
did not
makes
notice
sense.
that.
I mean, no one likes being in the fucking sun. That so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like we're playing Cable Guy the game right now. We're like, I'm trying to do work,
Yeah,
and I'm in
find
the
the shade,
beaming,
man. You're like,
the
find the
sunbeams, just like being
Snake
fried.
is a gamer confirmed.
Yeah,
Yeah, I don't know if I mentioned it last time. Also, being in the sun does bring your camo index down by 5%. So if you can be in the shade, you will get an extra bonus.
I figured just because it was darker, so it's harder to see in general. But that makes sense. Yeah.
Oh, and
Yeah, I'm
Kriss
assuming
found
just because the sun makes a certain shadow. So go ahead.
Kriss found how to the thing you were trying to tell him to do to completely lay down on the ground.
How do you do that? I haven't figured it out yet.
I don't.
Is it
What did you press, Kriss?
Pressure sensitive?
It's like what was it? It's the first one you told me to do, Noise. It was the R1 triangle and then
No, not the
roll
rolling
the-
around, but just like laying completely flat.
oh
Triangle?
I feel
Oh,
like
you
it's
mean
just
the-
triangle.
yeah. It's just you just hold triangle. I did the worm, if that's what you mean.
Yeah.
Well, that too. Then you did the worm too. Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, because I remember German was trying to like make you like go completely
dead.
flat. Yeah, play dead,
Yeah.
be completely flat, which raises your camo index even more.
Okay, yeah.
But yeah, because I saw you do that, and then you started doing the worm, and I was like, nice, he found out how to do all that shit.
Yeah.
Which
inch in your way.
Can I go on a tangent or should I wait?
No good.
Oh, so we couldn't talk about this until now. We've talked about how we're crawling in crawl spaces all the time, and sometimes you're kind of like, oh, I'm like fucking Snake, crawling around and shit like that, right?
Mm-hmm.
Noise. I
Yeah.
want to know if you've done this, which I'm sure you have. This week was fucking crawl city for me, whatever. I don't know.
Okay, so
I fucking crawled so many fucking jobs this week. And there was a few jobs, and that now we can talk about it, where I had to do the snake crawl.
you did the worm.
I had to, not as like he does it, but where you can't crawl, you can't army crawl, if you can't baby crawl, you can't army crawl. You have to lay down and use your boots to just shove you along. Have you done? You've done
yes,
it, right?
I've done that
Okay.
before.
And I wonder how
I
many
feel
people-
so solid Snake like when I do that. I'm like,
Oh, yeah.
Jesus. Like I'm
And-
just barely
and I-
wiggling my elbows, and then I'm just pushing myself with my feet.
Yeah, you just push with your boots. You just push off with your boots, and then you squirm.
You know what it really reminds me of? It reminds me of Bishop in Aliens when they put him in that tube and he has to fucking like crawl. Like it's way at the end of the movie, but he has to like crawl into this tube to like get to this satellite.
Okay,
And it's a droid because he's the only one who's like not gonna get attacked by aliens. But yeah, that's what I think about too sometimes. But
No.
yeah, good.
Yeah, no. And so like I did so many. I did like that. Like on the last one that I did on Monday or Tuesday, whenever it was, like I had to do it for like a good solid 100 feet because there was no way to go through this except for the freaking worm crawl. 50 feet one way, 50 feet the other way. Like I was dying, dude. Like my abs were killing me at one point. I was like, dude, I'm done. I'm fucking done. I don't want to crawl again. Sure enough, all week was crawls. So I was just
Speaking
kinda
of
waiting
losing
for
weight,
this
you do
moment.
sound like you lost some weight.
No, and I was, dude. I felt like I did like 1,000 sit-ups. No joke. Like, dude, my abs feel fucking hella.
Doing like P90X ab ripper.
Yeah, no joke. Yeah. And so I was just laughing. I was like, I know Noise has done it. I was like, there's no doubt about it in my brain he's done it. Because like, I wonder how many other guys do it, or how many guys go like, yeah, I can't fit through there. Never mind. I'm like, here I go, and you fucking put your face down. You're like, squirm, and I'm like, the shit I do for this job sometimes.
Well, I'm happy to hear you actually did it because you're a bigger dude than I am. I'm skinny as shit. But like, there's some dudes that are bigger than you, who are just who just give up. They're just like, nope, not even gonna
That's
try.
what I'm saying. I wonder how many people actually commit to it because I'm like, this guy wanted it, and sometimes I'm just too nice for my own good because I'm like, fuck, dude. I'm like, this is gonna suck, dude. And I on that one job where my abs were just killing me. It was a trailer home, and they had the
oh
skirt
god, those are
like
the worst.
like aluminum satin skirt,
Yeah.
very thin. And dude, at one point I was just ready to just kick out the aluminum siding. I'm like, fuck it, I'm going out through here. I ain't fucking crawling another 30 feet, dude.
Right, you
I
can
made it to
repair that
the
later.
end.
Fuck it, damage claim.
Yeah, I was so close to being like, fuck it, I'm just gonna kick it out because I was just done. I couldn't crawl more than like 3 seconds before like my abs were just like, nope, you're done, bro. And I was like, fuck, dude. And I got it done. I did it for this fucking guy. I did it the way he wanted it, and I got out. He was like, "How was it?" I'm like, "It sucked, dude. What do you think?"
Yeah.
Damn, dude. But yeah, so I'm glad to hear you've done it too. So I was waiting all week for this episode, so I can say we've done the worm at work, Kriss, and yeah, it's
well, you know
it's
what
just
you should have
funny, too.
done. You should have just been
Rolls.
rolling under there. I don't know why the fuck you were doing.
No, you can't roll, dude. Hell no.
Yeah, that's how you fucking what would you say? That's how you travel the whole
That's how,
map.
yeah. I know.
just
Like,
work.
I'm gonna do this for real. Like I do that shit. It's the best, dude. Rolling.
Keeps your camera
Yeah,
back then. It's quick.
You keep it pretty high and you're fast. You're fast. Dude, by the time they say, what was that? You're already gone. You're gone.
Yeah.
What was that noise?
But yeah, so that was a little tangent I wanted to take. So
no, good. Yeah, I mean, it's related to what we were talking about, but yeah, I forgot that you had something about work, and no, yeah, I've definitely done that. It's yeah, it makes me envy those times where I'm like crouch walking at work, and I'm like, man, I miss these tall crawl spaces like really bad.
Oh yeah.
I can imagine, yeah.
But yeah, so yeah, going back to the game, you get to Liquid's camp. Kriss, do you remember what happens here?
It shows Naomi.
Oh yeah, you see,
She comes out. She's revealed.
Well, we knew she was in the trailer, but it's funny because like Meryl's like, oh, there's some woman with her, and we're like, Naomi, we already know. But it could have been a different twist. It could have been someone else.
I
right?
didn't think about that at all, honestly. So, but I'm me, so that should come as no surprise. But yeah, I just remember when they were talking earlier, with like, when Otacon was saying like, even if we knew where Naomi, or like, even if we could get in touch with Naomi, we don't know where she is because they were talking about the fox dying, his aging, and everything, and trying to find a cure for it and all that. And so I was surprised to see her with Liquid Ocelot, I guess. I don't know, Liquid Axolotl.
Yeah.
So that was kind of a surprise to me, a little bit of a shocker, I guess, a twist, if you will. Yeah, I was shocked to see her there.
Well, it's definitely. Go ahead. No, good.
It doesn't seem like she wants to work with him, or I kind of got the impression she's being like coerced or blackmailed or something. Because I want to say there was a small scene where she tried to call someone or was talking to someone and saying something like, "Oh, I don't want to do this," or "I don't want to be involved," or something like that.
Well, so what happens is Ocelot, he's like he's looking over his soldiers, or the PMC that he hired, because it's not his soldiers, I guess.
Right.
Right?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
And he's all like, and he goes, activate it. And all of a sudden, everything starts going crazy. Everyone starts fucking tripping balls.
Right.
Start fighting each other. People are throwing up. I mean, it's just chaos, pure chaos on the screen.
Before any of that happens, Meryl spots you.
Oh, sure.
That's right. Yeah.
And she calls you. She calls
you. Yes. And you admit, well, Snake admits that, yes, you are here to assassinate Liquid. And she says that.
He says, "Are you going to stop me?" Right?
Right. She says, "I'm only here to keep the peace. So like, I can't do anything. I'm only here to observe and report."
Yeah.
Basically. But yeah, then
saying, like, do what you got to do.
Yeah, but then all that shit happens, like you guys. So go ahead and continue.
Yeah. So when that's happening, everyone's going crazy, right? I mean, everybody. Meryl's fucking laughing hysterically, kind of crying, like almost like a crying laugh, right?
Oh yeah, it even affects all of them except one again.
Yeah. Did you notice that, Kriss? Well, you should have definitely noticed it, right?
Yeah. Well, it doesn't affect Snake. Yeah.
No, it definitely
affects Snake.
Oh, Johnny.
Yeah, he's the only one that's kind of like, what's going on? He's like, what? He's like, Commander, what's going on? He's just very confused.
Yeah.
Snake isn't affected as much as everybody, but he's definitely being like affected.
Yeah,
and then that's when Liquid sees you and freaking
and
Ocelot, or not, sorry, Ocelot sees you, and then Liquid comes out.
It's you, brother. Something like that. Yeah.
Well, he loses his Cam Clark accent.
I know, right?
What do you think of that? Do you think that's a smart move? Like, was it kind
I
of
don't
weird
know.
that Liquid's voice was coming out in 2, but not in this one?
Yeah.
It's that's a good question. I didn't think about that. Yeah. I don't. mm, I think in 2 it was important to show the distinction
Okay.
that he had kind of taken over. In this, I would. I guess if you don't know, it wouldn't make a difference. If you didn't know that 2 had taken over his body,
Oops. Sorry.
so I'm not sure.
But yeah, I noticed that too. And what do you think about it, Noise? I don't remember. Now that we're playing everything all over again, I was like, oh shit! I'm like, they got rid of his British accent and character. You know?
I think. Let me think back to what I felt in 2008 or 9 because we realized that I didn't have this game day one. I feel like it was weird in 2.
Yeah. Okay.
Because you can't change someone's vocals,
Very
right?
true.
Unless this is Face Off with John Travolta and Nicolas Cage.
Yeah.
But clearly he didn't have vocal surgery. He only had an arm replaced. So I think this is how it should have been from the beginning. But also I feel bad for Cam Clark because I love that Liquid voice.
Yeah.
You know, so I'm definitely conflicted. I love Cam Clark's voice as Liquid, even though he has said like that is a terrible British accent. But I mean, it was a video game. It was the voice acting in this game is so like far and above what we were getting at the time that I didn't give a shit that the accents were shitty.
Yeah.
You know, we had Resident Evil 1 with like, you almost became a Jill sandwich, you know? Like, God, that was the acting in Resident Evil 1 is so fucking bad.
Stop. Don't open that door.
Yeah. Fuck. Yeah, it's terrible. That yeah, when this game came out, that it was just like, there's acting going on here.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, I mean, I miss Cam Clark's voice, but the immersion is much better with Patrick Zimmerman actually
With
voicing
Ocelot,
voicing Liquid through Ocelot's voice.
Yeah.
Agreed.
But I'm still okay. So this is actually the first official mainline game that has taken away Naomi's accent. Now we know that it changed in Twin Snakes, but we don't talk about Twin Snakes. Fucking Mei Ling lost her accent in that one, and so did Naomi. And we also, I guess, noticed that Natasha kind of wasn't as thick as before. Her accent, I mean. But yeah, Naomi does not have an accent here, and I'm still not happy about it. I think, like I said, everyone should still have their accents to show that this is like a multiple countries coming together to stop a world threat.
Yeah.
Now it's just a bunch of white people trying to stop an old white guy.
Yep. Yeah. But yeah, no, I think I agree with you. I don't remember what my first reaction was back in the day. I won't lie. I might have not even have really noticed it since I didn't know who the fuck David Hayter was and all that jazz there. I might have just not noticed it, and they were probably pointing it out to me like it's not the same voice actor. I'm like, I don't know, whatever, I'm just playing the game, that's all I want to do. But he says a line here, Kriss, that was kind of interesting. He says, "Rejoice, brother." He goes, "We're not copies of our father after all."
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
And then he goes on and some blah blah blah. This, destiny, that, whatever. Yeah.
Yada
Yada,
yada
blah blah blah. Yeah. Freed from the shackles, blah blah blah. This and that. Destroy the world. Yada yada yada. No. Just classic. I mean, honestly, it's classic Liquid. Fucking, rejoice.
Yeah, just Liquid being Liquid again.
Yeah. Honestly, such a what's the drama queen, pretty much.
He's very over the top.
He's theatrical.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely.
Very theatrical.
And that's when Snake is like on the ground, like passing out, and that's when Naomi walks up to you. I never really paid attention too much, but no, maybe I did. She walks up to you, injects herself with something, and then drops it in front of you. And I think that's her way of saying, like, look, it's not poison. Like, I'm putting it into myself. Use it, Like, because why would you trust her ever again, Yeah. She just gave you this needle, said inject us. You'd be like, fuck no, bitch.
Well, I mean,
she does.
You trusted some fucking
I still
dude with a monkey.
I still don't like that. They could have written something better for that. Just something better. But and she tells you like I think, what did she tell you exactly? Like, it's just a weird. She talks in almost like not riddles, hyperboles. I don't even know what the word is. She's like,
I know parables? What you mean. Yeah, if she talks, parables. Yeah, that's good.
Yeah, she's like, if you won't be a prisoner to fate. This is literally what she says.
Well, this thing that she said when she said it, I was like, that's the same thing.
Yeah. Yeah, fulfill your destiny. Yeah, prisoner to fate, fulfill your destiny. What the fuck are you talking? Yeah,
Fate and destiny are the same thing.
It's so weird because it's like,
to me, it was the Office meme. They're the same picture. She just said the same fucking thing.
No, well, for me, it's just like the ending of one, like we've talked about, where it's like, how long do I got? Oh, just live your life and blah blah blah. This, like, yeah, but how long do I got? She's like, fate is a weird word. We all choose it when we. What the fuck? Answer the question, you know. So me being stupid and very dumb with words, if I was Snake and I'd be like, Naomi, like, how do I stop Liquid? She's like, don't let fate tempt you. Always look to the west. Like, bitch, the world's gonna end because I have no idea what they're talking about. You know? I don't know. Like, I just think it's funny. It's like she's hoping that that to encourage you with those words. I don't know. I've never liked the way she talks.
Where Snake is clearly not the kind of guy who's gonna like read into what you're saying. He's gonna take it at face value.
He's dense, bro.
He's very dense. Yes, 100%. Yes, 100%. So I don't get it. So yeah, so he gets in his chopper. Which, by the way, we've never talked about it no more. Is this Hind D? We didn't talk about Hind D is kind of faded away into obscurity.
It's Hind E at this point, I'm sure.
I must be, man. Hind that for some shit.
Next model.
Hind X, Hind SpaceX.
Yeah. Because I noticed that even when you get into the chopper with the Colonel over in the graveyards, we never said like, oh, it's Hind D. Like, we just forgot about him. He's gone. Best boy Chopper's gone. Well, because they don't ever mention him in the games ever again, so we don't know if there's a Hind D or Katsaka or something else, you know. But yeah, you know, so everyone's just jacked up, Kriss. Everyone's fucked up. Liquid Ocelot leaves. Johnny comes over and rescues and that's the ending of that cutscene. Technically, the ending of Act 1. Correct?
Yeah.
What do you think is going on?
I don't know.
All right.
I story over.
Mission failed.
I'm assuming that
for sure.
the thing that she activated was Fox Die. It's the only thing I could think of.
Okay.
And that the thing she stabbed herself with was some sort of, but she doesn't have nanomachine, so I don't know. Why would she stab herself with it and then give it to Snake? That's what's confusing me. If she had just given it to Snake, then I could see it as like, oh, here's the antidote for Fox Die or something to hold it off for a little while longer or something. But she stabbed herself with it. The only thing I can think of is if it does still have to do with Fox Die and she injected herself with it to show like this is non-lethal, like it's safe to take or something. But I mean, couldn't she still take Fox Die if she doesn't have nanomachines and it wouldn't affect her? Like, how would that work? So I don't know. So yeah, I'm genuinely not sure what it was exactly, but I have a feeling it had something to do with interacting with the nanomachines. And the only thing I can think of, because he has the older version, or did until he had it like partially upgraded or whatever that guy did, Drebin, is that because his wasn't as new, it wasn't as effective, maybe? I don't know. Because he did seem not immune to it, just like wasn't nearly as affected by it as the others were. So I don't know if it's like made for newer generations, but I would think in that case, the older one I would think would be more affected by it than
it would be more prone to to breaches or whatever. Yeah. Security features, but good.
It raises the question: is it just because Snake is so tough that he was able to hold out longer and kind of deal with it, or is it because a different version? I don't know. So it's I don't know. It raises more questions than it answers, I guess.
No, but yeah, you did some very good deducing. Because, well, first and foremost, I was going to say, we don't know if she has nanomachines. We've never had to. Actually, she did have some, didn't she, in Metal Gear Solid 1? Because otherwise, how would you talk to her via the codec?
Does that mean Colonel has them too?
Must have had some, yeah.
Yes, I guess everyone...
And Mei Ling and...
I mean, well, everyone's wearing sunglasses in this picture, so I think everyone has I keep looking at this damn picture.
I mean, they should have, in my opinion, had them.
So the Jim Houseman also does?
I think everyone in the military must, for sure now everyone in PMCs has them. And as far as I know, everyone in the military has them as well. But so, yeah, I don't see why you couldn't get them. Very good question.
So Ray Fox didn't have them because back then they didn't have nanomachines.
No.
But now, or later on as Cyborg Ninja, he had them.
You had to.
But then remember, we didn't see his face. We only saw it blurred, so he was just patching in through like the radio waves or something because it was burst transmission. Remember?
But his sunglasses came through.
Yeah.
You know what? The more we talk about nanomachines, the more we're gonna go crazy. So let's just kind of stop for a minute. But I was gonna say, so the other thing you mentioned was I never thought about it being upgraded, and Drebin actually says that whatever the fuck he injected in you suppresses the old nanomachines. So
right, because he said you have an older generation of
yeah. But what would suppress older nanomachines other than newer nanomachines, right? In my opinion, it's not like it's some vitamin that's suppressing them. So that also doesn't make too much sense.
Norton antivirus?
Yeah, just kind of weird.
Windows Defender?
Yeah. But speaking of like nanomachines, then here's another good.
He updated from Windows 8.1 to 10. He's no longer the authorized.
Oh my god, he's no longer on Windows Me.
It says it's not activated. Like, please activate this copy of nanomachines. If you want to change your wallpaper, you have to activate this version of nanomachines.
Which version didn't let you do that as well?
10.
Windows 10.
10 was the one that didn't let you change your wallpaper, but you could use the whole system for free, which was like, that's a dumb thing to lock away. Like, nobody gives a shit about their fucking wallpaper. And you could change it through like the registry. Like, who gives a shit?
Oh yeah. So with that said, real quick, so wait, do we want to continue on to, because you saw the briefing for Act 2, correct?
Yeah, but again, I was distracted by the Mark II. So
we need to cover that because that's why I had him watch it, because I was like, there's not much content in the second part of Act 1. Mm-hmm. It will change as we go further. We will have more content.
I noticed that because I remember I finally got to the end, and I'm sure Hey Jay was banging his head against the wall. He was watching me most of the time. Mm-hmm. And there 3 or 4 times I must have come right next to that entrance, the exit right there.
Man.
And I kept going back, and and I know he was hitting his head against the wall. And finally he's like, "Hey, you have that solid eye thing, remember? Remember? Hint, hint, nudge, nudge." And so I was like, "Oh yeah." And I was like, "Oh, there's a map."
Oh yeah, and I fucking said that. Yeah, I don't remember when, but I was like, "Yeah."
You were like, "Follow the map or something." Yeah, maybe you should use the map or something.
Yeah,
I was like, I had a map.
Yeah, if only I had a map. Yeah, the whole.
I had a rope.
Yeah, and you were like, "There's a map," and I think I had to like go back to work or some shit, and I was just like, "Fuck it, he'll figure it out." And I just fucking laughed, and I was like, "We'll see if he figures it out." So apparently you did, I guess, at some point.
After Hey Jay babysit me some more, yeah.
Which is just it's just in the fucking start menu, isn't it?
Yeah. Right? You just push start, and it generates the map.
You just get a full.
Does it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or is it select?
It's just there. Or whatever it is, yeah.
Because start gives you the menu with the codec and stuff, but select gives you the map.
Oh, maybe select. Yeah, I don't know.
Like a 3D map, like a fucking right? Am I tripping?
I don't know if it's 3D, but it's
that.
Very.
I might have.
It really shows where you're at.
I remember I did press select once, thinking it was how I got to the what's it called? The Codec Calls.
That is select. No, you're right. Start brings up the items, the weapons, the Drebin
and
shot,
the codec and the save.
Yeah, and the codec and save.
Yeah, there's nope.
You're right.
So as far as I can tell, okay, so it's not 3D, but yeah, there's definitely like it's more detailed for sure.
That's what I'm saying. Not 3D, but it's not like,
for some reason I pictured it 3D in my head.
It literally shows you your icon and like a big red line showing like, go here. You're like,
okay,
yeah. Yeah. Go north, Kriss. Just go north.
Yeah. But now I want to talk about this real quick. So this was the first time I ever thought about this. When I was replaying this game here, the Lale Lulelo. When you guys hear that noise, especially, I'm interested in what you have to think about this or say about this. Let's go back to the first time we ever heard this, when Ocelot. Metal Gear, yeah, that right there, Metal Gear Solid 2. Ocelot says, "I'm taking it back to the Patriots." Mm-hmm. And then Colonel Jackson says, "The Lale Lule Lo." Right? Play it again real quick.
Lale Lule Lo.
It's a little short, but when he said that, does it sound like he's surprised, questioning, or like a statement?
Definitely like, how do you know about that, or why are you bringing them up is kind of what I imagine. Or that's what I get from it, yeah.
Okay, what did you get, Noise?
Well, to me, I felt surprised, obviously, because I was like, what the fuck are they talking about? But
the way he says it.
Yeah, I think that the tone that he's saying is what Kriss said, is that why are you bringing them up?
Yes, same here. That's the way it's delivered, right?
Yeah.
So now let's fast forward a little bit to when Snake is talking to Meryl here, old Snake is talking to Meryl, and he says, are you with the Patriots? She says, lale lule lo. What are you talking about?
Yeah, same tone. Like, why are you bringing them up? Like, why is...
Oh, no, I got a different tone from her.
What'd you get?
But for me, the tone was complete. What are you talking about? In terms of like, so this is the first time I ever thought about this. We all heard Ocelot say, the Patriots.
Uh-huh.
And Colonel Jackson responded with la le lu le lo, right?
Mm-hmm. Uh-huh.
Because we know that there's information control and speech control, technically, right?
Yeah.
Because of what, Chris?
The media.
Well, yeah, the media and the nanomachines technically too. But
yeah.
So my question is this.
Yeah.
My question, Colonel Jackson then knows about the la le lu le lo, i.e. the Patriots. Therefore, he is prohibited from saying the word the Patriots, and his mouth or brain say la le lu le lo to keep them quote unquote a secret, right? At least that's the way I interpret it.
Like so that's their code name or whatever, yeah.
Or well, just gibberish. And if you think about it, la le lu le lo is just gibberish because, like, let's say you were talking about the Patriots as a team, like, oh man, the Patriots are kicking ass this year. You wouldn't say the la le lu le lo are kicking ass this year. You would just say the Patriots kicking ass this year. But
we should do that next time we're at our brother-in-law's house and he's watching a game and be like, who's winning, the Eagles or the la le lu le lo?
Yeah, he would be like, what the fuck? But so what I'm trying to say is Snake was also able to say the Patriots, right? He wasn't limited to saying la le lu le lo like Colonel Jackson was, or like.
So you think Ocelot it's like a censorship thing?
It is 100% censorship. So, but what I'm trying to get to this is for the first time ever, I actually thought that when he said la le, it goes both ways. Not only are certain people prohibited from saying la le lu le lo, or sorry, the Patriots, right? You're also kind of prohibited from hearing it. So for the first time for me, Meryl didn't hear the word Patriot and then repeat la le lu le lo. When Snake said, "Are you with the Patriots?" she heard, "Are you with the la le lu le lo?" So she says, la le lu le lo, what are you talking about? And he says, never mind. So that was, to me, was like him saying, like, I guess she doesn't even know who the fuck they are. Don't worry about it. Like, I don't want to get you involved. I don't know. I just thought it was for the first time, I always thought like she knew who they were. But now I'm like, she doesn't even know who the fuck they are.
So wait, is it a confirmed thing that's actually being censored to other people, that they don't hear the Patriots, they only hear la le lu le lo?
No, that's why I'm just thinking.
Oh, okay, you're just theorizing. Okay.
I'm just theorizing that, like, yeah, she heard. She's not authorized to know the word Patriots. Like again, anyone else in the military, Colonel Jackson and other soldiers and other commanders and other people would be limited and wouldn't be able to say the word Patriots. They would say la le lu le lo.
Yeah.
Right? Snake wasn't. So he said Patriots, but she is prohibited from, in my opinion, unconfirmed, prohibited from hearing the word Patriots in that context. So she heard la le lu le lo. So I just thought it was kind of cool.
Her tone, is different. I thought it was like the same as Scott Dolph.
Jackson? Mm-hmm.
Yeah, what do you keep calling him Jackson?
Colonel Jackson. Is that his name?
It's Dolph. Scott Dolph.
Commander Jackson. Oh, that was the husband.
Yeah. No.
Fortune,
Yeah. Fortune.
Yeah.
I just realized right now, as I was saying Scott Dolph, I was like, that's not Jackson.
I kept saying Jackson.
But yeah. Yeah, his tone is different. His is, he knows who he's talking about. And yeah, Meryl is saying it like she doesn't know what he's talking about.
Like, as in, like, what? What are you talking about?
Yeah, no, she literally heard la le lu. She heard that. She heard la le lu lo. Yep. So I think that's, for me, again, that was a mind blowing, because I was like, holy shit, 20 years later, I now see it differently. And I'm going to continue playing this game and seeing, what other conversations happen, that I'm like, oh shit, that makes a little bit more sense now, or whatever,
That's interesting. So if what you're saying is true, and it is a censorship thing, then that would possibly confirm that she does have nanomachines. Because how else would she be censored like that?
Oh, no, she does. She has 3rd-gen nanomachines.
Oh, yeah, because she's got SOP.
Oh.
Yeah, no, she's got nanomachines.
Yeah, remember? 100%. That's what she explained in that room, is that they have nanomachines so they can talk to each other, her and her team, Rat Patrol.
Yeah.
You know what's funny? She's like, I see what they see, and, like, we can talk.
Wait, did I say Meryl? I meant Naomi. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So does that mean she can see them when they're going to pee?
I mean,
or vice versa.
You know what I think about it? It's probably more of a. I want to say that in theory you could hack or access someone's eyes and see their input, but maybe it's more like a matrix where they just see data and they're like, oh, he's taking a piss right now, and because they're just seeing numbers that represent taking a dump or something. You know.
Yeah,
like the supercomputer that's processing all this shit would be like, oh, Soldier A is taking a shit right now, and he went exactly.
And there's a progress bar.
Yeah, it's like he did exactly 1.3 ounces of poop, and it was slightly what do you call it, dry, and blah blah blah.
Yeah, you need to drink more water. You need to hydrate.
Yeah, exactly. It would tell you that too, man.
That's crazy. It would do all that just to keep everybody, at their optimal performance. They'd all have to know how healthy each other is. Yeah.
But anyway, that was just a quick little tangent because I was like, I'm telling you, I was mind blown. I was like, holy shit, she didn't hear. She heard La La La, and I thought it was kind of cool. So I'm excited to play the rest of this game.
Yeah, no, that's very interesting theory. Yeah.
But so we continue here with the rest of
does Snake inject himself with that needle after Naomi leaves it for him?
Good question. Let me see real quick.
I don't remember.
I don't think he did. I think it cut off before that.
He just passes out or something, right?
Yeah.
I'm watching it right now. So
and then we have, while all that's happening, Johnny is running around going like, hey, what the fuck, you guys? Like, what's going on?
Yeah.
And
he's like, I'm supposed to be one getting sick around here.
Yeah. He's like, diarrhea? Do you guys need Pepto? Is he the one who grabs Snake or no?
Yeah, Johnny does.
Okay, Johnny grabs Snake.
It had to have been him because everyone else is at KO.
And you're right, it cuts away. It doesn't show him injecting himself, from what I can tell.
Okay,
Johnny just shows up.
He just passes out then.
Yeah, Johnny just shows up and starts carrying you, which is kind of cool first person view of Snake being dragged. You know, it's well done, that cinematic scene right there. You know, because that's what it looks like when you're in first person, just all fucked up and shit. You know.
Yeah.
That's one thing I'm very impressed with this game. And I know PS3 was one of those where it was huge technological advance. Like the cutscenes are beautiful, just amazing, especially compared to like 2. It's insane.
When you compare it to other games that were on the PS3, it's still like leaps and bounds ahead of other games that came out after. Like, even just the way it looks, it still looks better than games that came out after MGS4. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Like even I still think this looks better than fucking like The Last of Us, and The Last of Us came out the last year of the PS3's life.
That's right. Yeah.
PS3. Yeah.
And
that's a good.
Sure, The Last of Us, like it's like the artwork and everything. Like I'm not going to talk it down. That it's beautiful and everything. But just the way, like just Snake's muscle suit looks like real rubber.
Yeah.
Like they got their shaders down.
I agree with you. Last of Us cinematically is beautiful and great story, but you can still clearly tell it's a fucking game. This one here, you're like, am I watching a fucking movie on top of it being long ass fucking cutscenes? You know, you're like, damn, this is good.
Yeah, it's just the way they made fabrics look that it's just like, fuck, man, these things look like really good. Like that's one thing Kojima's team has always been really good at. Like,
well, and then
look at the Metal Gear 2 and 3. Like 3 looks insanely better than 2 on the same fucking system.
Yeah, no shit, same system, and only a couple years apart.
Yeah. And other games, after 3 are still like, what? 3 still looks fucking insanely good. Like, yeah.
Though I think that's the other thing is like, it's like we've talked about this in other games too. That attention to details, like Last of Us, not trying to knock them down, but the world does feel very empty. There's vines and some burnt down cars here and there, and but this
it's flat. Like the lighting is flat, but that's a limitation of the hardware. But somehow Kojima's team fucking.
That's what you got newspapers, you got papers floating around, you got fucking posters everywhere, you got all kinds of environmental scenery that adds to the level. Like I said, like 3, the bullet holes that you can leave on 3 different surfaces. Yeah. Trees, metal, and I forgot brick.
How many trees did you cut down, German?
None. I wish you could cut down trees, that'd be sick. But no, like the fact that I was like, why would they program that? Why would they program that? They didn't have to, they did,
Yeah.
All those little details add to the world building, and in this game, no difference. They could have just made everything like very bland, and it's not like everything's just very.
Yeah, there's
like you're there.
There's like newspapers and shit floating by.
That's
and
what I'm
stuff,
saying.
And
there's cans you can kick on the floor. There's freaking you're sneaking by and you're kicking cans and bottles over.
Yeah,
which the soldiers will hear.
I figured. Okay, I was wondering about that because there was a couple times where I'd kick something. And, oh crap! Is that going to alert them? Like. And
it will.
It hasn't happened yet, but I figured, it'll be something in the future. Yeah. Okay. Cool. But like you've said before, Noise, several times, like it goes to show the developer team for Kojima and Konami and everything, like they do everything they can to put the system to its limits without going overboard. It's not a situation of, oh, it's too powerful and it won't run on a system, but they're also like, how far can we push this?
Oh yeah,
and still make it work and make it a playable game.
And this game took up the whole dual layer Blu-ray.
Oh yeah,
it was 54 gigabytes.
Jeez,
which is bonkers back in the day. It was like the first one that took up the whole fucking dual layer disc. Because most games were just using single layer. And it was just like, okay, yeah, just fit the game in here. But yeah, no, that team creates magic, and I often wonder, maybe they weren't pushing it; they were just really good at their artistry and their craft, that it makes us think they're pushing it to its limit. You know what I mean? Because sometimes that could be a thing too. Like people are probably just so good at making it look good that they're like, oh, people are gonna think we're like, gonna melt this PS3 because it ran fine. It didn't like the PS3 didn't feel like it was chugging at all. Sure, there are some spots when there's like too many things going on and it drops down to like 20 frames.
That's to be expected though.
Yeah. And then there's other parts where you're like looking at a wall and it's running at 60 and you're like, whoa, it just like smoothed out really well right here.
Yeah.
But yeah, I never felt like they were like this game struggled, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But yeah, so you get this next briefing section here, and so you're recovered. You get to see Sunny again cooking her little eggs, and her little song she sings, which I always think is funny. I always sing quote unquote that rhythm, which is random other shit, because she's like in the first one, what is it like? She's naming elements or something like that.
No, it's just numbers.
No,
it's just numbers.
Just the numbers.
Yeah.
Okay, I might have done something. But she's like 32. I thought she was singing Pi. But anyways, I always just sing like random sometimes too. I'll be like 22, 45. Kriss sucks, yes he does. He's so the worst. Yes, he is. No, but she's very awkward. So we get to see Sunny. So since you didn't see Act 1 briefing, this is the first time you see her, Kriss.
Well, no, I watched Act 1 before I started the second.
Oh, okay. But so you did see. So I don't like her.
You don't like Sunny?
No, I don't like her. And in that recent interview that David did, they were asking him about like his old crew, like something about like who's he like or something about characters. He's like, oh, I love Ollie. I like everybody, man. He goes like, I love Raiden. I love Colonel Campbell. I love Merle. Blah, blah. And he goes, I don't really like Sunny though. He goes, I don't like Sunny, and someone else that I can't mention yet. And I thought it was funny. Like I don't like Meryl, Sunny either. And I was like, she's not my favorite. I don't hate her. I just don't like her. I don't know.
What is it about you don't like, or like what puts you off?
Well, she's definitely got a canny feeling. Bug-eyed.
Oh, uncanny.
Yeah, uncanny. Yeah, she definitely feels a little off.
Well, she looks better than Aloy does as a kid.
Yeah.
I would argue you're right 100%. But
yeah, she actually looks like a child.
I understand why she's kind of awkward, but yeah, I don't know. I just didn't care for her too much. Now I do think she's funny. I think she has her moments. The whole snake, no smoking. And I don't know if you noticed who she is. Then, Kriss, do you know who she is yet or no? Who is Sunny?
Like the actual character?
Yeah, the character.
There's a shot in this briefing, a close up of a picture on a wall. And I'm guessing you weren't paying attention.
Right. I do remember seeing that. I remember thinking, who is that? But I can't remember what the face looked like now.
Oh, well, maybe in the next briefing you'll know.
Yeah. Just because, who is she? Like, we're just randomly some little girl. These guys.
Oh, and also,
if children.
if you, like we were saying before, if you want to actually watch these, you can go back in the menu and watch them.
Yeah. Okay. You don't have to play the whole levels again.
Yeah. I figured I meant to actually today before we started. I meant to go back onto YouTube or something and look those up.
I would just do it in the game. YouTube is kind of dangerous.
That's fair. Yeah, that's true.
Oh yeah.
But I was gonna rewatch them, and my mother-in-law came over for a little while today to visit for Christmas time. They live a couple hours away, so they came down. She had a work thing that they were going to be in the area for this weekend anyway, and so they're down visiting family and stuff, and they came by today. So that happened, and then afterwards, I was going to work on some clips for a while, and then do that, and then make dinner, all that kind of stuff, and ended up taking a 3-hour nap instead. So I did get some clips done, but I did not have time to watch that as well. So But I did mean to do that, but I will rewatch that either tonight or tomorrow. So
yeah, give him a shot just to fill in some information you might have missed.
yeah,
Or that
well,
we
I
think it's
meant to
covered,
anyway because I knew I got distracted during
Mhm.
those cutscenes, and I know I need to go watch them again. So I will definitely do that.
Yeah, but
And
but yeah,
did you
you're
notice
this.
also the chickens?
When you were playing with the damn Mark II.
Yeah, there's chickens in the Nomad in the ship that you're in.
That's where she's getting an egg.
Oh my gosh, I don't remember if I noticed those or not.
They're named.
Huh. Okay, I'll have to go back and look at that. Yeah,
go back and watch them. But yeah, I do think it's funny that you know, she gives Hal the eggs, and she's like, and he's like, oh, thank you, and she's like, why aren't you eating? He was like, oh, I'll eat them right away, and he's like, makes up for Snake too or something like that, right? And Snake's like, oh, hey, Sonny, he's like, none for me, thanks. And she's like, oh, you fucking dick.
Yeah, he's 100% like. He's like, I don't want eggs. I just want my cigarettes. Where's my cigarettes?
Is it this briefing where he says, I never
knew the
I never remember the sun being so flat. Or
yes, because you said they're like
yeah,
the sun.
That's right. Yeah.
So I just think it's so funny how Snake is just, even to a little kid, he's himself. He didn't change because he's a little girl. He's like, I'm a dick. That's who I am. I'm old. I'm a fucking I'm dying. I'm a fucking hardened soldier.
I don't give a fuck. Shit.
Yeah, he doesn't care if. Well, I mean, he treats women differently, but that's only because I didn't expect you to be so cute or whatever. But otherwise, you're just a person. It doesn't matter your age, where you come from, whatever. You know.
now, by all means, I think he's playing that like that tough uncle kind of job where he's like, he's being mean to her.
Hardened personality.
He's being mean to her, but he does like care about her, and like if he really, because even she is like, she walks away all pissed off or whatever. She comes back and she's still like, here, Snake, like I got you your cigarettes or some bullshit like that. Like she still cares about him, and he still knows that everything he does, he means it with love. You know, that classic, like, you know, every little jab he does at her, it's still meant with love. You know, like he doesn't hate her. You know,
or does he?
No, yeah, maybe. I don't know. What if Sonny's the final boss, Chris? You don't know that.
Oh man, she's
she's
what's it called from what was it? Acid?
Fucking
Teleco?
Yeah.
No,
White Swallow?
Yeah.
That reminds me of my Rush Hour thing. I'll talk about that later. But
damn it!
But no, so
we get through the whole thing.
No, so we get this thing where like Naomi sent over an email or something, and it was hidden in Soliton radar data, and also it's like that was very creative.
Oh yeah,
you know what it made me think of? Have you guys ever seen the movie Contact?
Mm-hmm.
They like the aliens sent in like a sound back at us, and that's how we're like, oh shit, like there's something out there, and they like decrypt the data. Well, they get there first. They think it's audio, and they're like, no, I think this is video, and it's the fucking Hitler speech, like the very first broadcast that got sent out into space. Which oddly enough was the Hitler speech.
Was it? Is that like fact? Is that historically true?
I believe so. I believe it was like the first like broadcast.
Interesting. Okay.
Yeah, I might be just basing this off the movie, but that's what I understood. Because that was like 1940 whatever. We didn't have we didn't have satellites up there, right? The Russians,
I don't think not until like the 50s.
Yeah, the Russians put Sputnik in the 50s. Then why the hell were they broadcasting in the 40s? What were they trying to do?
Beats me. I don't know. Spy, get on it.
Yeah,
I know, right? Was he trying to? Were they trying to broadcast it to like a tower, and it got sent out into space instead? Who knows? Anyways, so yeah, they're like, we realized this video is actually like in 3D or whatever, and then they chopped it up, and it was like images of how to build that fucking thing that sends them out into space. That's what this made me think of. It's like Naomi sent this in like 4D Soliton radar.
I didn't think about that, but yeah, you're right.
And I was like, this isn't a real thing. Why do people keep doing this in movies? And what blows my mind more is when they do shit like that in video games, where I'm like, you guys are programmers. You know this shit is absolutely false. Why the fuck do you do this? Anyways, maybe it is possible, but I don't know. To me, it's not.
Didn't they do something recently like that with Five Nights at Freddy? Where like there's some
dude, there's so much ARG going on with those Five Nights at Freddy's games.
Where it's like it was like a sound bite that you then had to play it back on some other thing, and it made an image. And so
Matt Pat used to do that too.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, he did it because they. But
who thought of that? Who thinks of that?
Yeah. But
like,
the
oh,
point
just
being
change
is
the
that,
file name from this to this, and like, oh shit, this was an MP3 the whole time. Like,
running through this
it's
converter and blah
yeah.
blah
Some of
blah.
that stuff is crazy. You're like, look
Yeah.
at the sound form and
Mhm.
distort it to this frequency, and you'll see
Yeah.
this picture. This will
It's-
show.
Yeah,
up.
the
It's like,
game
what?
the game came out in 1994, so distort it to the
It's-
1994 megahertz, and you'll get an image
Yeah.
of. You know,
it's like
Metal Gear
this
Ray.
generation's version of our parents going like, if you play this backwards, it's the devil saying worship me, you know, like on the
Backmasking,
record.
Yeah. What was it with
like Black Sabbath
one
or
of the
some
Queen
shit.
songs? It was like
Queen.
I love to smoke marijuana or something like that. And it's like,
Oh yeah,
because it plays it backwards, and at first you don't get that. It's like, I don't hear that at all. And then they put the subtitles in it. It's like, well, now I can hear it because I see the
Yeah.
subtitles, but like not before.
it's like the what's that one?
Which one?
I don't know. I'm trying to think of a song. Oh, it's like don't mess around with the bad. So, we know that song?
No.
Fuck. I forget what the actual lyrics are, but my parents, or my family, since they didn't know English, they would hear "Ponte el sombrero," but it's
Yeah.
which is put on your sombrero. But it's like that's not what those lyrics are. I gotta figure out what that song is. But yeah, it's you put subtitles to something and you hear that forever.
Yeah.
That there was shit like that all over the internet where it's like, do you guys hear this? Or do you hear this? And the internet is like divided completely in half. It's totally saying this,
Mm-hmm.
Is the dress black and blue or is it white and gold?
Yeah.
Yep.
White and gold.
Yeah, it was white and gold. I don't know why everyone was arguing. This is the fucking lighting.
But yeah, so this message Naomi sends you, there's important information here, which unfortunately we're kind of like glossing over it, but she's talking about he's trying to let me.
This is where she's talking. Yeah, this is where I got the idea or the thought that she's being coerced into doing what she's doing.
She does say that.
Oh yeah, because she's like keeps looking over her shoulder and shit. She's like,
yeah,
the classic. I only got like 2 minutes to tell you this, Snake. So I'm gonna speak really close into this camera that clearly is not where the microphone is.
But she says that she created the first generation of nanomachines, and that those are the ones that are in your body, and he wants her because she knows how Fox dye works. That's what she says.
Yeah,
and because she made it sound like Fox dye and the first gen nanomachines are one and the same, which is kind of interesting. But he's trying to take over the system. That's what she says, right? She's trying to take over the system, and that's why he wants her, because she created the original nanomachines. Therefore, she would know how the third gen would possibly work.
Yeah.
She says she's in South America, Kriss, so she wants you to go over there. So that's when we also get the whole. Yeah, that's when we get the whole thing where it's like it's a legitimate file. Like Otacon's convinced that is a legit, just because it comes down to it.
He does the whole classic like, oh yeah, I cracked this on my own or whatever.
Yeah. That's what
like the same thing that he did with MGS2, where it's just like, oh yeah, I hacked this out of the Pentagon files myself, and then it turns out that EE sent it to him. So again, he's being a fucking a little weasel about being so good, and it turns out Sunny cracked it.
Yeah. Which she's apparently some child prodigy or something.
Yeah, that's another little thing that I'm like, okay.
So
really?
the song that she sings in the first one, the Act 1 cracking, that is pi, and it starts at the 452nd digit. That's why it doesn't start with 3.14. So she's already in like the middle of it. But she, I guess the reason the internet's like, no, it's not that, is because she accidentally omits 011 at a certain point in the sequence. But other than that, it is pi.
Oh wow!
And then the second one, it's the Fibonacci sequence, which is the infinite spiral thing.
Yeah.
Which I never knew what the fuck that number was. But that's
it's
what
like 1, 1, 2, 3, 5.
Wow! I don't know how you didn't notice it, because that's how it goes. It goes 1, 1, 2, 3, 5, 8, 1, 3, 2, 1, 3, 4, 5, 5, 8, 9, 1, 4, 4, 2, 3, 3, 3, 7, 7. Blah, blah, blah.
Yeah. But, so it's Fibonacci sequence is just you add the previous number to the next one,
right?
Yeah,
and then you keep going. Yeah,
and you get that golden ratio.
Yep.
Infinite spiral.
But yeah. So here's the part where I want to talk to you about, Kriss. When you get a call from the Campbell, the Senor Campbell.
The Campbell chicken.
The Campbell
possibilities.
So he's talking about, you know, like, oh, we got to go to South America, yada, yada, yada. A little bullshit here. But what I want to say is there was somebody with Campbell there. Did you see who that was?
Oh, yeah. That's right.
Oh, someone came to like give him something.
Yeah, tea or some shit like that.
Yeah, she came with a tray.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think it's funny because Meryl says like he remarried, remember, to someone her age.
Uh-huh.
So is that his wife?
Well, it has to be, right? Like, oh, wait. Is he in his house?
Yeah.
That video?
Oh, he's in the room. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Snake mentions that he's in his house.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Oh, well, we'll just leave it at that for now then. But yeah, there was somebody in that room with him.
Huh.
Possibly his wife. Possibly Meryl's age.
Possibly an AI. Who knows?
Yeah. Yeah. For all we know, Campbell's AI from now on, Chris. We don't know. But yeah, so yeah, this is a little
actually
bullshit. Yeah. Just a little bullshit about like we gotta go fucking take him down. Sorry, filler. Sorry, everybody. But we're trying to get to Kriss to get to the good stuff. But
yeah.
Shoot, you don't remember too much, huh? You should, when you rewatch him tonight or tomorrow.
I remember seeing her, and I remember wondering who she was.
Well, Kriss was changing the goddamn channel.
Yeah.
He was looking for that.
Yeah. But yeah, so I don't know. When you rewatch them, we'll see. Let us know next time. But you'll definitely know this next checkpoint.
While you were fucking around, did you notice Sonny upstairs playing with something?
Not during the second one. I didn't go upstairs during the second one.
I think it's in. It's in the second one. She gets a hold of a PSP or PS Vita.
Oh, Vita.
It's got to be the Vita. And then on the coffee table or whatever is in the center of the room, there's a PS3.
Yeah, there's a PS3 in this game.
Okay.
There's a lot.
There's just a bunch of Easter eggs everywhere.
I mean, dude, I've beaten this game so many times, and every time I'm like, oh shit, look at that! Oh shit, look at that!
Yeah.
But yeah, so I think, and then after that, end of Act 2 briefing. Right?
Yeah. Then I saved and I closed the game.
You snapped the disc
and you stepped on the console.
Snapped the disc in half, threw it out the window.
But yeah, so I mean, I think there's a lot going on. You know, obviously, like you said, the whole Liquid activated moment. That's also, by the way, was also in one of the trailers that we had all seen. So we already knew about that as well.
Yeah. So when you say we all seen, was it one of the ones I seen or like you all?
No.
Okay.
The rest of it besides you.
The world. The rest of the world.
So you people, not me.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
What do you mean, you people?
So I specifically used it because of that.
But yeah, that's why they want to show you those other trailers, because I was like, man, I feel like this is enough if we just show him just because what you saw is everything like from the first half of the of this act
one. Yeah.
Honestly, yeah.
Like I don't even think you see the frogs in that trailer, do you?
I don't remember. Maybe a small 1 second,
like a glimpse. You know, yeah. You see Meryl, and that's about it.
Yeah.
But we also know about the frogs based on one of the trailers too. That like it's the frogs. Oh, because we get in one of the trailers. Yeah, the one you didn't see. One of the trailers, we also get the SOP moment as well.
Mm-hmm, yeah,
we get the whole, when they shoot, they kill all the frogs down below. But yeah, so there's a lot going on, Chris. There's a lot of interesting things. Any theories or any susses? What do you think about Naomi? She sus? Can we trust her?
That's a good question.
Is she playing us? Is she double playing us, pretending she's being coerced? Yeah. Or is she really being coerced? What do you?
I mean, we kind of got played by her in the first one, and she never really did answer us on how long do we have or anything.
Fuck no.
Or answered for her crimes.
Yeah.
Because they do
maybe
mention it.
Is she on the run or some shit? Because
no. So check this out. One of the Codec Calls. One of the Codec Calls. You get
where, when?
Oh, probably. I played a little bit after this. Just a hair, not a lot. Just a hair. Made some Codec Calls, and then
this game or what are we talking about?
This game, yeah.
Oh, okay.
And it says it's you're pretty much told by Otacon that
not Ocelot.
No, that she did some digging, and that she got Ocelot used his government contacts to get her out of prison, pretty much. So she's not on the run.
Oh,
she didn't. Yeah.
So she's under his thumb,
pretty much. Yeah.
She owes
which is
him.
What I kind of figured. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. But still, I mean, she could be using us again. like for her own motives.
Yeah,
But yeah,
I'm not saying
yeah.
she's not. I don't know.
No.
Well,
Yeah.
yeah, just based on like the way she was talking to us, she seemed like she was like she made it. Well, and it could be an act. It could be the whole because Snake likes to play the hero, of course.
Yeah.
So if she's acting like a quote unquote damsel in distress, then of course she's gonna come try to rescue her or at least find out what's going on. So yeah, if it is indeed that she is using us, she knows how to use us.
Oh yeah.
Obviously, having experienced him in Metal Gear Solid 1, she knows he's kind of a ladies' man and he
Yeah.
likes to talk with ladies and
And he'll inject himself with anything.
yeah, exactly.
Dude, he's like Naked Snake. He'll eat anything. He's like, what this tastes like.
Yeah.
So
Like, needle.
Don't eat the horse, Snake.
Give me.
Don't eat that horse.
And obviously she knows him well enough that like she can double play him and knows how to keep secrets from him and everything. So I'm not gonna say it's impossible that she's playing us. At this point, I don't get that feeling necessarily.
Okay.
So
did we talk about Drebin? Do you suss Drebin at all in any way, shape, or
no,
form?
I'm not sus of Drebin.
Okay.
And
what
I
about
heard
the
somebody's
monkey?
feeling.
Yeah, I saw that too.
Yeah,
He who shall not be named. Yeah, he's
Yeah.
like, I'm hurt. And I'm like, I don't care. I fucking hate Drebin.
I like Drebin. I don't mind Drebin. I think he could have been better. I don't mind him. But what about the monkey? Any sus on the monkey?
I love the monkey.
What if
Oh, the monkey! I think the monkey's probably the number one character. Monkey's my favorite.
Yeah.
Maybe,
But
maybe he's getting revenge from Snake versus Monkey on MGS3.
no
Yeah.
shit. I forgot about that.
Even though they were apes.
They were apes. Well,
I
they
was
have
gonna say-
tails, though. It's Ape Escape, but they're monkeys.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
But they don't have tails. Ape Escape, they don't have tails.
Pretty sure they do, man. Are they chimps?
They're just chimps, I guess. Yeah. They
Well,
don't have
then
tails.
why-
I'm pretty sure they don't.
Well, then
Pretty
why
sure-
the Colonel say monkeys? Or no, did they say monkeys in the Codec Call? And I love
Just
that.
because.
I love that Codec Call. And Snake's just like, what? It's the most like legit like.
Yeah, it
What?
really is.
Dude, that is like the
It's as if
but
they
the
were
sound of my
recording
ass,
live.
cheeks. Yeah, he's like,
Yeah.
what?
It's like they
as-
surprised them with the line.
Yeah. I was gonna say it's like they were recording live and
Yeah.
they had something else written down. It's like that's not what you were supposed to say,
Yeah,
but it kind
that's
of
not
stayed
what's on
in
the
character.
script.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
I love that.
What did he
It's the
say? Like, you
best.
gotta save us or something like that, right? Like monkeys. What?
Yeah, it's like the target's monkeys or some shit. What?
But no. So I did want to point out this other thing too that I thought it was hilarious. Meryl is a what's that word? I had the word for it. Speaks her mind or very blunt kind of person.
Yeah.
Because she sees you and she goes, "Oh my god, what happened to your face?"
Yeah.
And it's just and it's like, "What happened to your face, bitch?" You know.
Yeah.
But it reminded me of the fucking of Psycho Mantis when he's like dying. He's like, "My
Oh yeah,
own
she's like,
father,
oh,
why did you
gross."
kill me? Because of the way I looked. He hated me." She's like, oh my god, kill it with fire. It's like, damn, bitch. Like he's literally.
She was about to kick his head in,
Yeah, she
and,
was.
and Snake was like, he already doesn't have much time to live. Like, don't
Yeah.
curb stomp this guy. All right?
Now I get it because she
Calm
was
down.
like, dude, he was inside my mind, and I guess it would feel very, very fucked up.
Oh yeah,
But
that's it's like one of the most personal ways you can get violated.
Oh,
is
sure.
someone
Yeah,
in your thoughts.
in your body, yeah, and it's like, and then what's crazy about it, though, is like I said, it's just like he's literally, we got somber music playing. He's like, my own father hated. Like, ew. She's like, ew, kill him. It's like, god damn this bitch.
Put him out of his misery. Ew.
Yeah, but even here, she's like, what happened to your face? It's like, god damn.
Literally
bro.
insult to injury.
Yeah, dude. But she's funny as hell. Like I love Beryl. She's my favorite, one of my favorite characters for sure. But can I talk about my rush hour moment now?
I guess, yeah.
No.
I thought it was gonna come up more naturally.
With
I
this?
thought you were just gonna.
Nah. I didn't know how to segue into it. But so okay, remember
That's what you say. You go, just listen to this, just like Linus Tech
Yeah.
Tips. Just wait till you hear this segue into my rush hour moment.
I love
But,
those. I miss those. I haven't watched it for a while.
Oh
Yeah, I haven't
god, those
seen it in a
segues
minute.
ridiculous.
Just like the segue into.
But no.
Just like the segue from MGS3.
So
We ruined it for German now.
no. I hated so I like the bloopers in Rush Hour, right?
Uh-huh.
I
The what?
always
The bloopers.
Did you say the blue person?
No,
Oh, bloopers.
bloopers.
Oh, blue. Okay, it's like what blue person?
You know, one of the three. The blue.
The blue man group.
Kriss just had a what moment.
Yeah, I did.
No, the bloopers.
The outtakes, Kriss.
The outtakes. There you go. I love them.
God.
But the ones, the section of the bloopers that I would always hate were Kriss Tucker's Chelsea Grammer. Who'd you think you kidnapped? Wait, what's the name again? Chelsea.
Oh yeah,
Carter.
It almost felt like it was forced.
Right? No. Right? I would too. Gefilte fish. What's the fish called again? Gefilte. And I was like, dude, I thought they were bad or whatever. You know, like forced, like I said, fake. Until I realized we had our own fucking filter fish moment with the whole white shit. Swallowtail. God damn it. Yes.
And your Ocelot Otacon thing?
Yes. I laughed so hard. And I really only realized this not too long ago when I was thinking about the episodes and all that stuff. And because Kriss brought up the whole war, like, damn it, I was saving that one, you know? And I was going through the movie in my head. Yeah. And then I was all like, oh, wait a minute. I was like, dude, we had our own fucking filter fish moments.
It does legit happen. Yeah.
Yeah, dude. Like,
your brain just turns to fucking shit.
That's what I'm saying. Like, hold on. Swallowtail. I got it. Swallowtail. I almost said white again. Like, why? I don't fucking know. So for him, he couldn't say Chelsea Clinton. She kept saying Chelsea Grammer and whatever other fucking.
You can't say Leon for some reason. It's Lewan.
Lewan, you know. That's my reading. That's just reading, you know. Vince Vaughn over there, man. By the way, sorry, on one of my second, third, whatever, fourth playthroughs, I did see Vince Vaughn get like the crows all around him, like crows like covered him. And I was like, oh shit, he has a crow attack, and then they just left and nothing happened. So I don't know, 10 episodes too late, but no,
he meant
fucking acid.
He meant,
the one?
Yeah. Oh, Vince Vaughn. No, not the one. Vince Vaughn. Remember how we thought there was crows in his like fight and they didn't do shit?
Who's
they actually like the security captain, the boss
from Acid 2.
He's got like a helmet, like
with the Kaiser helmet.
War, yeah. Kaiser
did we call him Vince Vaughn?
German did, yeah.
I don't remember that. The guy who I said looked like one of the judges from Final Fantasy 12? Is that guy?
Yeah. German kept calling him Vince Vaughn. You're like, no, that's not Vince Vaughn.
Oh yeah, his name was Vince. Well, that's right. Okay, yeah. I was like, where's the Vince Vaughn connection?
But his name was Security Captain Vince or some shit like that.
Yes.
Well, anyways, he does something with his crows, and I don't know. They covered him. I don't know if they got him HP or something, but yeah, something happens with the crows. They do something in the game. They're not just different sets.
He eats them and he gains
maybe.
HP.
Fuck, dude, yeah. But anyways, that was my Rush Hour little moment that I was like, yeah, it's real, and he's memorizing lines. We were just trying to talk natural, and we kept fucking it up, you know.
Yeah, it's dude, brains are so ridiculous. Like right now I have that fucking loaner van and I'm so used to grabbing my cones and putting them in the back of the van.
Yeah.
But I've been putting them on that little front hook. And so like I pick them up, I get all the way to the back of the van and then I'm like, ugh.
You walk all
and then I wake all the way to the front and put them there. And it's literally just that brain fart muscle memory thing. And I think that's what it is. I think it's just like the way your sentences naturally want to form. And so yeah, like gefilte fish. Like he just his muscle memory in his mouth wants him to say something else.
Yeah.
And so what was my brain trying to say?
And his brain is like, no, the line is gefilte fish, bro. And his mouth is like, nah. White swallow. I don't know where that came from.
You know what? I don't know why. I don't know why swallow. Maybe swallowtail. Just the way the wording looks. I do think for my dyslexia kind of kicks in. And I swear to God, this might be where it's coming from. I was kind of seeing like Sean and then White, like so Sean White, and so maybe I was saying White Swallow. I don't know.
Yeah,
maybe.
Who knows what connections your brain? Yeah. I mean, the Otacon Ocelot one is obvious because even I've done it.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, it's
yeah, but we're caught up. So
yeah, I thought we were gonna run out of content, honestly, but I'm glad we started the theory crafting over here.
There was definitely tons to talk about. Like I said, it was a short play. But it was a lot of stuff to talk about. We're pretty much talking about the big cutscenes and then recapping a lot of the stuff that we need to talk about.
Yeah. So. Kriss, did you start helping either one of the factions? I just remembered that we mentioned that last time.
I think I wanted to. I can't. And this is probably just me. I don't know who is who. I know there's a difference between the soldiers. I can see that. I don't know which one is the rebels and which one's the PCM.
PMCs.
Well,
PMCs, yeah.
the PMCs are the soldier looking like, and the rebels are the Taliban looking like.
Wait,
Right.
what?
The guys that you showed up with, those are the rebels.
The ones who don't have like actual like
Soldier uniforms.
bulletproof vests and helmets on. The ones that are literally just wearing like regular street clothes are your rebels.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now,
And those are the ones that I'm with, correct?
Those are the ones you show up with,
yeah.
yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
And it is confirmed that originally you were supposed to be able to side with one or the other, but you can only side with the militia.
Oh, okay. Because I when you said that noise, I was like, I've never tried helping the militia out, and now I'm like, feel like I've learned something new. But yeah, so I've always helped out the militia, always helped them out.
Because I just remember that from all those Kojima interviews where he's like, "Yeah, it's gonna be like this and shit." And nope,
I might have some faint memories of that, but
I wonder.
No,
well,
go ahead.
No, because this came out in what 2008. You said
8.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Okay, I was gonna say I wonder if it had to do with 9/11, but that was long before that. Okay.
But for sure, like you can do when you're cruising around and you're helping them get through, right? You can either straight up battle the PMCs or just kind of go stealth and trank them. And then if they get killed, that wasn't on you, I guess, right? Right, Chris? We learned that from part 3.
Yeah, it makes sense.
You trank them and they catch on fires, you know, where you drown them and all that shit. Like,
yeah, because I tranked one guy and I was dragging him and then they like fell into the water. I was like, is he gonna die? Well, it's not my fault.
So yeah, if you do it that method, it doesn't matter. But if you do clear that little battlefield, the rebels will be like, "We did it! Yeah!" They'll celebrate.
That happened to Kriss once.
Oh yeah, did it?
I don't remember which part it was, but yeah, I heard him go. I heard him celebrating.
I did. I vaguely remember that happening. I don't think that I realized it was the rebels that had won.
It was that. That's funny. Yeah. So when that happens, that's when you can for sure start cruising around and like giving them rations or whatever.
That's why
that bond.
I do that shit so early because I'm just like I don't want to deal with the fucking militia. Also, like I'm just like because again, it's dumb that they're like it's the enemy, and it's like, dude, there are 100 other soldiers around me. Why the fuck am I the threat?
Oh yeah, no shit. Yeah, I mean, they'll literally be fighting someone and then stop fighting them to fight you. Like, what the fuck is going on?
It makes no sense. So I'd rather just only have the PMCs to deal with.
Yeah, there's only one section that I remember of as of right now, and I already passed this. Maybe I'll try and do it again. Where no matter how many PMCs I killed or pranked or killed, doesn't matter. No matter how many, you just can't get a victory on that quote on that section. Because there's even like the sections that have the tanks. You take out the tank. You have to take out the tank technically in order to get the "we did it" moment. There's one section with the chopper. You can take out the chopper, I believe, and then you might get that "we did it." But there was one section for it that just never stopped. So you know.
No, I'm pretty sure every single you can push them all the way through. Yeah, I think it's just to that spot where at the end where the camp is. That's the only spot where there's no more militia. Oh, by the way, Chris, I'm glad you were also annoyed by Otacon when you kept having to redo that spot over and over and you're picking up stuff and he goes, "Northwest, you're going the wrong way." Like, Otacon, shut the fuck up, dude. Like, do you know how many times I've retried this section? Shut the hell up. I'm picking up all these guns because I need Drevin points, right? Shut up.
Yeah.
So now that we passed it, there's one spot where I won't lie, I don't know if I learned it solo or if I saw some kind of walkthrough online, some Reddit, something with that whatever the fuck was available in 2008.
I think you're about to say what I was about to say too. Go ahead.
What? Oh well, no. For sure, there's one spot for me where you can farm fucking rocket launchers. Yes. Okay. Yeah.
Well, not just farm rocket launchers, but you can just farm the PMCs.
Oh yeah, that yeah. Well, the rocket launchers they're worth a lot of Drevin points. That's why I was bringing those up because you can just sit there and cash those in like crazy.
Oh, then it's a different spot.
Oh, which part are you talking about?
Well, because I found a spot. It wasn't rocket launchers, I guess, but there's a spot where it's like an alleyway and they jump over a wall.
Yeah, I know that.
And they just keep coming.
Yep.
And yeah, I would just fucking punk all those fools and take their weapons and just farm for points. Where can you farm for the rocket launchers? Because yeah, those things are worth fuck ton.
I don't remember where exactly, but it's a little narrow hallway and very similar. This one's a PMC that has it. It's an RPG 6 or 7, whatever it is.
These are PMCs that I'm farming too. Yeah.
Yeah, he jumps down from no, not PMCs, Rebel. Sorry, Rebel.
Oh,
he jumps down
so
and it's easier.
You're killing the Rebels.
Well, I'm not killing it. So what I do is he jumps down and then you use CQC his ass, knock him down, and then you pick up his rocket and then you just drag his body around the corner, and then you come back and then
it doesn't affect your status with them.
Not that time. No, I mean I mean, I haven't farmed it this playthrough, but I've done it before, so I don't think it did. Or maybe I just drank them. I don't really remember, honestly. But the point
Not on
being
his
is, like,
PlayStation.
I think you can wake him up too, and then he'll just get up and run into battle with no weapon for some reason. So if he dies, no,
I hate that sound.
yes.
Goddamn.
So then you fucking just kind of rack him up there. Yeah. By the way, Chris, did you try that? I think we told you can crouch over a either a sleeping enemy, knocked out enemy, or a held up enemy, and push triangle, and you'll tap them to either wake them up or get their items a little faster.
Huh? I have not tried that. No.
By the way, you should also try holding up an enemy, like standing up, right, and then like a classic hold up freeze,
like back in the day.
Yeah, and then oh well, no, there's a better way to get items from them. You can push triangle, and then you get a little mini game. You should definitely play with that mini game. It's fun.
Mini.
You know what I'm talking about, Noise?
No.
Yes,
dude.
Dude.
Is it the snake mini game?
There's a snake involved.
Oh my!
The fuck?
You never did that, Noise? It was even in one of the little. Yeah, no, I mean, you should do it. I'll try to get some gameplay footage.
So you hold them up and then you press triangle.
You got to go to the front of them. Go to walk around to the front, and then you'll get the option to triangle, and it'll be like a silhouette of like you like patting them down or something like that. And so you'll start patting them down, and it's a little mini game that you can do for your item.
President to riding on them.
Oh yes, you do. Oh yes,
a man.
Yes, it's fun. Do it.
I didn't know you could do that. Holy shit!
Yeah, do it. And
can you still do the MGS3? Throw them on the ground and hold them up, and they won't get up.
I've done that once. Yeah, I don't know if I threw them on the ground or if I choked them out. No, I must have threw them on the ground.
Well, no, they get knocked out instantly. So
you can push them down. Right, I did that a few times.
From behind, you can push them down.
If you like do the whole thing and then push. As opposed to just tapping it, it just like shoves them onto the ground. Because I was doing that for a while. I thought I was shoving them down, and they would get right back right afterwards. And there was like 3 or 4 guys right around me, and I just kept going around doing it. I was like, why aren't they staying down? And I realized that I was just kind of like pushing them down, shoving them down.
You were doing the classic,
like knocking them out.
Lay down and go to sleep, Volgan.
Yeah, exactly.
gently laying them on the ground.
Go to sleep. Go to sleep.
I've not tested that noise. I should definitely test if they'll stay down forever. But I don't know, with this game's mechanics of rolling and having a high camo index, no matter what terrain you're on, it's almost kind of not even needed. But I'll test it. I never thought about that. I want to say they get up, but we'll find out.
Yeah, that's interesting.
Yeah.
So what's the orders there? Because I don't know. You're the one that's made it further. I'm actually trying to follow the rules on this one.
I guess basically get to how do I describe this? I mean, boss 1. This is our first boss. So once the first boss is done, just save.
Yeah, beat the first boss. I agree.
Yeah, because I think the second half is also still there's more gameplay than there was in Act 1.
Yes, more gameplay. Yeah, I agreed. Second after boss fight, there's a decent amount, so it's enough for another checkpoint. Yeah,
and we'll have much to talk about and theorize and shit.
Oh yeah, oh my, we're gonna have tons to talk about just on this next checkpoint, let alone the second checkpoint of Act.
Dude, I can't wait to talk about the second checkpoint of Act 2. First checkpoint of Act 2 is like okay, whatever, but second checkpoint is like yeah. It's gonna be like
it's gonna be a Kriss. What?
A lot of nerds going.
Did you say nerd? But all right, cool. Sounds good to me.
Okay,
cool
beans. First boss.
Yeah. Any last thoughts before we go? Kriss theories or?
No. I think it's interesting what German brought up with Naomi and everything. So I'm kind of gnawing on that or whatever you want to say. Rolling that over in my head. But yeah.
With the Naomi, which part again?
Or Meryl.
Meryl, sorry.
Okay. Oh. Yeah. Like I said, I'm definitely going to be catching, listening for certain conversations. So see how it changes things, perhaps.
Yeah.
But yeah,
I need to like figure out a way to enjoy this game more because I'm just like going through it and I need to do like play it like if it was MGS1 again and do Codec Calls and stuff like that because
I did tons of Codec Calls. Yeah.
Like I said, I've beaten this maybe I know of twice at least, maybe 3 times. This is the one I've played the absolute least.
What is it?
Maybe try playing like me.
I am. I'm on the boss extreme, bro.
Oh, sure. Okay, yeah.
That's the only reason it's taking me as long as it is.
Yeah, but
Okay.
sorry.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, I was gonna say something. Oh yeah, Chris, watch the briefings again and watch for
Yeah.
Colonel Campbell. I'm just curious. You'll know instantly, but watch that again.
I
just
remember
to-
seeing her. I didn't
Yeah.
recognize her though, but I will watch it again and pay closer attention.
Okay, just watch it once and then move on to Act 2 because that's where we're gonna have some fun.
Okay.
No. All right. We got our marching orders, everybody. First, boss, and then I don't know, throw your PS3 out the window. I don't know. Trying to think of new ways to just destroy your gameplay.
I'm theorizing the first boss is going to be the Raven guy. That's my thought.
All right,
Okay.
that's good. Good.
He kind of seemed of the four of them. He seemed the easiest, I guess, lowest level of threat, I guess. I don't know.
Okay.
So we'll see. That's my thought.
The flying one.
Yeah.
The rage.
God damn it! So stupid. That's what pulls me out of this whole experience, and I'm like, I don't want to hear anybody talk anymore. I'm sorry, everybody who loves this game. Don't let my words affect you in any way. It's just me. I still love this whole series. This game is still awesome, but I can't be the only one going like, come on. Come on.
All
right. First boss.
Cool.
And let's get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
I remembered. Here are my notes.
Yes.
If you want to get a hold of us, text or leave us a voicemail at 209-791-0995. I think that number's still active. I'll have to double check that. You could also email in at info@pixel-benders.com with some hot takes. Let me know why I'm wrong about MGS4. I want to hear it. Or read it. And I want to cry about how I'm wrong.
Or how many of you also knew about the TV flipping channel thing?
Yeah, what the hell? That's fucking news to me. Yeah, and let us know what we're missing. Any other Easter eggs that we absolutely did not know about.
Yeah.
Because, of course, Chris would be the one to find shit we've never seen before. It's his talent.
Everything obvious.
Yeah. His talent is to find things.
Big Boss?
That is not possible somehow. You could also join our Discord. We have a new member also. I forgot the name. Maybe a little shout out. What was the name?
Oh, gosh. It was,
half something?
I do not know.
Happy?
Happy. Is it?
Happy.
Is it just Happy? Yeah.
Yeah, just Happy. Welcome in. And
Call
yeah,
you
and anybody
Happy
else? Happy. Well, there you go. There's his code name.
I'm sorry. I apologize in advance.
Pink Happy Taffy. We added a color to you.
Shake that Happy Taffy. Sorry.
Shake the Happy Taffy. Damn it, Chris. Discord's absolutely free. You could also hit us up on the socials: Facebook, Instagram, Threads, Twitter, TikTok, and Reddit. I think I figured out what I'm going to use all those socials for. I did something with our other podcast there, and
yeah,
and it looks like German is losing like a motherfucker on that poll.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. But anyway, if you'd like to support us directly, we have a Patreon, and you get live access to the pod recordings, so you can hear all the stuff that I cut out, or our mistakes, or when the lights almost went out on me. There's also early access to episodes. As soon as I'm done editing them, they go right up, and you can hear them as soon as they're done. And they're also, I don't think I've ever mentioned it, but they actually come out in podcast form, so you could actually grab the RSS feed instead of going to the Patreon app to see if anything new is there. It'll just feed this other RSS feed for you. And then also you could have a chance to be one of our guests. Yeah, we can talk Metal Gear, I guess.
Rush Hour.
Or Rush, yeah.
or White Swallow.
Or White Swallow. What's fucking wrong with you guys?
We're the Blue Man Group, you know.
The Blue Man. The what? He was so fucking thrown off by that. It was awesome. Yeah. You guys, I was Luis, codename Noise, or Red Noise.
Guys, I'm Contra, codename Chrono Riser.
And I am Chris, codename Blue Rhino Boss.
And we'll see you guys next time. Goodbye.